It's Tuesday morning and day 3 of the 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings here from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Over 700,000 people live in Winnipeg, Manitoba. A lot of them are Jets fans, a lot of them are curling fans, and all eyes on the MTS Center this week. Glad you're with us on TSN. Brian Mudrick, Kathy Gauthier with you. And Kathy, I did the math. It is about 8,000 kilometers from Winnipeg to Sochi, Russia, and two teams would be absolutely thrilled to make that trip.
Well, this is what they've been playing their whole lives in many cases for, and they'd be very happy to take that 8,000-mile trip.
So many strong provinces, so many strong teams. Let's take you back to Draw 4. This was yesterday afternoon. Jeff Stoughton, hometown favorite, he told me he wants to do everything possible to get the crowd into it.
Well, he sure tried earlier in the game. This was enough to tie it. Heroic effort.
It was an amazing shot, but Kevin Martin, it seems every time these trials come around, his game comes around. A beautiful draw here to put away Jeff Stoughton and his new look team with Dave Nedowin off to a great start.
Well, they are, and Kevin's getting very comfortable with the ice and stones, things that we know make a difference to him.
Meantime, the defending Brier champ, Brad Jacobs, since winning that title, he can't fly under the radar anymore, can he?
No, he certainly can. He was a big weight guy, but look at the finesse shot. And if you don't think these guys are fired up about the chance to go to the Olympics?
Some great emotion and shades of Edmonton when he won that Brier title, and disappointment for Mike McEwen. As we look at the standings, Brad Jacobs, Kevin Martin, and John Morris, Olympic gold medalist from Vancouver, all 2-0. And look at the team still looking for their first win at 0-2. Meantime, Draw 5. Last night, women's action. Jennifer Jones, also a Winnipeg favorite, a favorite to win it all, but something we rarely see from her here.
Well, Jennifer was playing a draw, and the team decided that they would try to play the wick. That's the shot she just misses, and as a result of the extra sweeping, it goes through. Steal of 4 for Val Sweeting. Ouch.
Val Sweeting, meantime, what a nice surprise story thus far. Speaking of being under the radar, sorry Val, no more, because look where you are, 3-0. On top of the standings, Chelsea Carey a bounce-back performance with 2 straight wins. Jennifer Jones is there, and a logjam of teams at 1-2. Meantime, our feature matchup this morning, an all-Ontario battle. Glenn Howard taking on Brad Jacobs, of course the defending Brier champ, against the veteran and 4-time champ in Mr. Howard.
Well, it's interesting because Brad Jacobs really questioned whether he should have to play in those pre-trials to get here. That is off their back. You saw that emotion. They are playing so well, so strong. Will be really tough to beat.
Brad said when they won the Brier, they have so much more confidence now and they belong here. Meantime, Glenn Howard, he was so close in 2009 in Edmonton. He would love to get back to that final. It's Howard, it's Jacobs, next on TSN.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Always fresh, always great tasting coffee. The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Frozen food at its best. By Capital One, what's in your wallet? And by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 20 years.
Brad Jacobs, what they've done in the last 2 or 3 years is unbelievable.
Just tap this to the...
It's an exciting morning here at the MTS Center as the round robin continues. Battle of Ontario, battle of former Brier champions as well. Brad Jacobs and Glenn Howard going head-to-head. And it's time to meet the teams. Brought to you by Ford, proud partners with the CCA for 20 years. And this is one of those teams that certainly has a lot of confidence after winning that Brier title. Brad Jacobs says they belong. Lead, Ryan Harnden. Second, EJ Harnden. Third, Ryan Fry. And Ryan Fry, a big component of this team. Since joining them, they've certainly had a lot of great success. Meantime, what a resume for Glenn Howard. They came so close, losing that final to Kevin Martin at Edmonton back in 2009. He is your skip. Lead, Craig Saville, who's been brilliant thus far. Same goes for second, Brett Lang. Third, Wayne Middaugh. And they are certainly looking for a fantastic week here in Winnipeg. So much on the line. Out of the 16 teams that are competing on both the men's and women's side, Kathy, 14 are from 3 provinces. It's incredible. One of those incredible provinces happens to be Ontario, and it's an all-Ontario battle today. Brad Jacobs, Glenn Howard. It was Brad Jacobs earning the hammer for this contest. They will have the Yellowstones. Glenn Howard will have the Redstones.
And the sides are a 1. He said the fade was too tight.
They're comparing the haircuts, the styling haircuts of these two skips.
You got to love the morning draw. We got all sorts of entertainment here, and the entertainment includes Kathy Gauthier this morning. And Kathy, as we get set to kick off play here, Craig Saville in the hack, ready to deliver the opening stone. Obviously, some friendly banter there, but it's all business once this first draw gets going. It
is indeed, and you know what? Curling is a very unique sport in that you have a lot of interaction with the other teams. But the intensity we showed you in the opening with Brad Jacobs after making that shot, it is very different feel. We still see a little bit of that joking around, but very little compared to a Brier, for example. And it's not about, you know, not liking each other. It's about the intensity that the teams are playing with this week.
Shot.
And I guess the good news is now they can get a 2-for-1 on haircuts in the Winnipeg area if they're looking for a trim.
Clean, yep.
My mom was a hairstylist for many years, and I believe the term is a drive-through, is what she calls it when you just need a little bit off.
Take your word for that. Going to keep it simple in this first end. Brad Jacobs winning that last rock advantage. You saw the great numbers for Craig as we started. Both Craig and Brett Lang top amongst all teams for front ends. The story for the Howard team in that loss in particular has been the play of the back end, not characteristic kinds of misses that we would see out of Wayne Middaugh and Glenn Howard, but they put together a win yesterday, and you have to believe a team with the experience and the history behind them will really turn this around now.
Normal.
Straight off. Straight off. Straight off.
Don't forget, it's our second morning, but for the men's teams that did not play yesterday morning, it is their first adventure into the morning ice. So that's also one of the reasons that you can expect to see an open first end, just making sure that it does the same thing as it does in the evening when this building is packed. The heat has risen during the course of the day. We definitely have seen some footprints at night, some different kinds of conditions.
Yep. 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 Yep.
And to that point, Kathy, the routines certainly change as well. And talking to John Morris, the guys usually get up around 6 a.m., 6:30 to prepare and get ready and ensure that by the time they're throwing stones, local time here, they're ready to go.
They are. You know, that's really changed. Before, I would say even 10 years ago, that players would get up in time to shower and eat and come to the rink. But it wasn't about when should we eat and what should we be eating to maximize our performance on the ice. Now, you know, it's a 2-hour out that you really want to make sure that you've been fed and that you've eaten the right things so that when you're out here, you have lots of energy and that your body is working full tilt.
Clean. Clean. Just clean.
Brett Lang will make the hit for shot stone. These teams, Kathy, have seen a lot of each other. What can we expect from both?
Well, we can expect a strong game for sure. For Brad Jacobs, a huge game from Small Fry. That's Ryan Fry at third is huge because Wayne Middaugh has been struggling. And all players on the same page. We had a wrong turn thrown in a game yesterday. That just cannot happen. For Glenn Howard and his team, they started slow from what we have expected from them. They need to take that win from yesterday and continue to build on that to roll through towards the end of the week.
The game plan brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures.
Yep.
Now, those numbers are pretty good for Wayne Middaugh. You might be thinking, what is she talking about? But not you in particular. But yesterday, a 75% was his outing. I looked over a couple of times in updating the sheets, and he had missed a wide open hit in 4. He missed a wide open hit in 5. Those are things you do not see at this level, and you definitely do not see from a veteran like Wayne Middaugh. And same numbers from Ryan Fry, but he has been playing well. His degree of difficulty shots has been high, and he is a key linchpin on this team. He brings a lot of motivation. People either like him or don't like him because of his attitude, but he is that missing ingredient that Jacobs needed to take them over the top, and he proved that last year.
To your point, Kathy, too, about the competition, especially on the men's side, you talk to a lot of the teams that lose, and the one thing they tell you is, well, we don't feel too bad because we played great. So it's such a fine line out here, especially at this event and at this level.
Yeah, it is for sure. It's tough when you walk off the ice and you feel like you've made some great shots. That one we showed about Jeff Stoughton yesterday, he made that fantastic shot for 3, but it's not enough sometimes.
I asked Jeff, if you were a spectator, Jeff, what odds would you have given yourself to make that shot? He said maybe 10%.
Yeah, I completely agree. That was a very long shot, and if he wasn't down 3, I don't know that he would have played it. Brilliant outcome, though.
So a clean end continues in our feature matchup. Here's a look at the action. Draw 6. Tim Hortons roar the rings. Jeff Stoughton, he said, desperate to get the crowd into it. He's 0-2, taking on John Epping. Kevin Martin off to a great start at 2-0. Meantime, Kevin Cooey out of Calgary at 0-2. Brad Jacobs, you see Glenn Howard, our feature matchup. And Mike McEwen, another local boy, trying to do good here. John Morris off to a great start. He's 2-0. We will keep you up to date here on a busy morning at the MTS Center.
And it's interesting, I'm looking at those 0-2 teams, and sometimes as you're in a Brier or a Scotties, when you're playing an 0-4 team, you just be patient and you wait, and within a couple of ends you're going to get your breaks. Not so here. Those 0-2 teams are very, very strong and can thump you just as easily. Great numbers. Pretty wide open end as we expected. Glenn Howard already in the hack, preparing to throw. We saw some definite time challenges with the women's draw yesterday. These teams want to ensure that if it is a simple wide open end, that they're not going to be wasting their thinking time. And that's the surprise. 8 among skips. So out of 8 skips, Glenn Howard is in the basement. I don't know that he's ever been in that position before. And a lot of that was just the first game. Just things did not work for Glenn, did not have the feel. But we saw a completely different Glenn Howard yesterday.
Do you remember the commercial for the Zoomies?
Yeah?
You know the Zoomies, those binoculars?
Guy has them?
Yeah.
Which guy?
Okay, so you see the...
Okay, that may not be the focus that we teach most of our players.
No, that's Glenn's a smart guy. He's looking for more sponsorship.
And the blank.
I might need some zoomies up here.
I can see you.
More from Winnipeg after this.
Good girl. They swept the entire way too.
And it was hanging.
Breathe in. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Jacobs calling line. Jiggle through. Oh, that's fantastic. Looking at the raised back. Now you got to touch that red up. Run. And they got it. Bump it and sit in time. Come back. Oh, they got it. What a shot by Brad Jacobs.
They have put on a show, haven't they, over the years, Kathy?
Some brilliant shot making. You watch that and it just builds the excitement to wait to see what they will do today.
Some great battles over the years, especially when it comes to the Brier. Last year, of course, it was the defending champs knocking off Glenn Howard and his team in the semis en route to that championship in Edmonton. And here they meet once again in Winnipeg. The stakes very high. It was a blank in the first end.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Close. Oh, no.
It's straight.
Shot. I knew he didn't throw very hard. Thought that would go. Take this trophy.
Kathy, obviously Jacobs had the hammer to start the game. He blanks and a few rocks in play now. Do you notice any differences between these two skips when they have the last rock?
You know, normally I would say not so much. I think if you are going to lean towards more aggressive, Glenn Howard is, I think, with his years of experience and his confidence in his team, because they've been with him forever. You know, Wayne, not always his third, but they've played together before. Will maybe take a little bit more risk. Brad Jacobs really likes the big weight shot, but they're both prepared to go at each other. They were just waiting a little bit.
If you watch us in the mornings, you know we love to update the action right across the ice. Well, my job's pretty easy because they were all blanks right across the board. So everyone locked up at 0 after one end of play.
And there really weren't a lot of rocks in play. It wasn't as though there were a lot and it just didn't materialize to a deuce. It's early in the morning. These teams, it's their first adventure on morning ice, loosening up the old bodies first thing in the morning, and you can expect that there will be a lot more rocks in play as there is on our sheet. The willingness to throw a guard.
34-year-old Brent Lang. A little roll. Brent will celebrate a birthday next Tuesday.
Not easy to get to.
Anyone in particular?
Your head just goes straight down.
Birthday,
Yes.
age.
Yes.
I can answer all your questions.
Excellent.
He'll be turning 35.
You like that?
Sure. Can I get there?
Got to be pretty tight to that, though.
Try it out. Same speed down here. It's been real quick.
Speed's good, yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you my draw the button.
The reason they say it's going to be tight is if you're just joining us and haven't had the chance to watch a lot of the curling so far from Winnipeg, the break is late. There is a lot of curl for the draws. For the hits, they're very, very straight. But that movement on the draws comes mostly at the end. The break point is late, and then it finishes hard. So they were talking about that top guard.
Straight to it hard.
See how much it goes by that, and then you'll see how much it will finish.
Whoa.
Lovely throw, great read of the ice.
Sweep.
Yeah, I don't know.
You like nose?
Yeah. Whatever you want. I think he knows. I can get it out, but it doesn't really help us that much. Whatever you want.
Just through.
Okay.
Whoa.
Brent Lang, so consistent this front end for Glenn Howard over the years. A big reason for their success.
Whoa.
Great judgers of weight, good brushers.
No.
Excellent throwers.
Whoa.
Good. Attaboy. Good shot.
Wanted to stick there. There's no question he could have made that shot and lost the back one, but for Glenn Howard, wants rocks in play, wants to force Brad Jacobs to have to make a good shot.
Down more. Air more.
E.J. Harnden. Team Jacobs curls out of the Sioux Curlers Association in Sault Ste. Marie.
Whoa.
Back four.
Whoa.
Then.
Back 8.
Whoa. Shot. Roll. No?
Whoa.
It's not bad.
Can you roll into ours for shot or not?
I don't think so.
Roll on top.
I think so.
Or
It's not
Real
terrible
thin.
if he knows it, fellas.
yeah.
Like any roll Savills way.
Yeah.
At the most normal.
Board.
Okay.
One of the fastest throwers you will see. When Glenn puts the broom down, there's no second thought. By the time he's rethinking it, Wayne's already coming out.
No time problems for Wayne Medell.
Not at all.
Yep. Hard.
his first stone here in 2.
Anything. Okay.
You get hit and then roll and corner freeze that.
Yeah.
Can you go over the top?
Yeah, you can go over the
Easily.
top. Easy.
Control. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
35-year-old Ryan Fry, third stones here for Team Jacobs.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Any roll?
No. Yep, yep.
Pretty good.
Jacobs lies
Shot,
1-2.
Close.
What?
Close.
Had to sweep it.
Yeah, I know.
Opportunity here for the double for Wayne Madaw.
Yep,
Whoa,
yep, yep.
whoa, whoa!
Oh, great read.
Off, off. Good.
Oh, boy. Wayne Madaw makes them both go away.
Came up too.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Someone's not seeing it right.
You said the exact opposite. You said one, he said yes out of 10.
Really?
I thought I had it when I let it go.
Yeah, looks like you did.
I thought I had threw it on half a rock.
What's that?
I thought I threw it. Like, the first one you yelled whoa, too, and I thought it was tight.
Oh, God, you're not tight, Wayne. Definitely not tight.
You just done same way.
Lead. Lead up.
Yep. Gotta go.
Gotta go, guys. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Want to
Gotta
stick
go,
to make
gotta
sure
go.
that Howard cannot use that center guard.
Go, 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 go.
Okay.
Girl.
Probably went nose it, eh?
Yeah.
Nose it.
It's a good
Oh
roll,
man,
actually.
your first one was. Oh.
Forward.
Not much advantage for Glenn Howard to roll behind that center guard. It is so long and that finish is so big at the end that anything at the back of the house is very gettable, if you will. And so just trying to nose where it is.
51-year-old Glenn Howard, one of the veterans of the game. Four-time Brier champ, four-time world champ.
Keep going.
And when you talk about
For board,
Glenn's
definitely not
delivery, you
quiet.
talk about consistency, Kathy.
Classic.
It's just that leg strength that he still has, even at 51. He works really hard, and I think that's a big reason why he's been so good for so long.
Well, he is the poster boy for the flat foot delivery. There is no question. He is square. He is straight. Eyes straight ahead. Just, it's beautiful to watch. There's no question about that. That is the classic delivery. But
Speed's good.
doing that year after year after year, our knees are not made for the up and down motion of the hack. It's not just the delivery that puts a lot of stress on your knees. It's the squatting in the hack and the going up and down movement. And so you have to know that for him to continue to play at this level, he's got to do things in the off season to take care of himself, to make sure that he remains fit, because that is a lot of pressure on your knees with the amount of games that these gentlemen play.
And I remember talking to him, Kathy, too, at the Brier in Edmonton just before. And when he was training
Hey, we can wait till the
a few
end,
years
Brian.
back, he actually hurt his knee.
can
I
wait.
believe he said on the bike training, and he tore his knee up a little bit and has worked really hard and done a lot of rehab. And not a lot of people knew that about him, that he had that knee injury, but he worked really hard, still works with his trainer.
That's excellent.
No, never.
Sit.
There's that big finish, comes out the other side.
Jeez. Ah, good throw.
And if you take that stone and you move it up 2 feet, it makes it a lot tougher for Glenn Howard to have access to it.
Huck. Hey, you were solid board last time.
I didn't think I was.
Yeah.
Solid,
You
really?
definitely weren't light.
Definitely.
Weren't light.
So this is curling.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. Hack right there, I think, is right.
Yeah, I agree.
Good sharing of information for Glenn.
Kathy, good sign because this team thrives, do you think, on ice that curls a lot more, or what do you read into that?
Well, they want to make sure that, and it's awesome when you can't see a stone or very little of it and know that it's going to finish for you, that you can throw some weight at it and know that it will finish.
Clean it. Clean it. Just clean. Just clean. Whoa, Sal.
By the guard, no problem.
Shot, Glenn.
Shooter sticks around. And it will be a draw for one for Brad Jacobs.
And they're pretty happy with that. Their objective has been met. Gets 2 pats on the back from the front end.
I like that. Couldn't make that shot first day.
No, first day you could not
make that shot.
not make that shot. Not even close.
No.
There you go. The ice team has worked really, really hard. The first day for Hans Vutrick, the ice maker, Eric Montford, and their team, they're dealing with so many unknowns. They've got the ice in the building, but they're not sure about the airflow. They're not sure about how many people will be in the building. There haven't been all the teams out and the extra heat that the bodies provide when they're out on the ice. And, you know, Hans said at the end of the first day, the ice will get better. It will get more consistent. And it certainly has. Great testament, great comment by the players on how good the ice has become.
Go, Brad.
Final stone there in 2 from Brad Jacobs. He'll draw successfully against 2. And there is Hans working hard.
Hardest working man in the building.
Besides me. We are excited for this. The Travelers All-Star Curling Skins game presented by Pinty's back January 11th. You decide the top 16 curlers who will compete for $100,000. Go to tsn.ca/curling skins to vote for your favorite player. And of course, that event in beautiful Banff, Alberta, in my home province. We are in Winnipeg, Manitoba, the MTS Center, your home province. And it's 1-0. Brad Jacobs on the board. He drew for his single in the second end with action underway here in 3. And Kathy, the one thing that we picked up on, we have the pleasure of listening to the players as they are mic'd up. And the one comment that stands out, Glenn Howard talking about the fact that the ice is getting that curl, and they're very happy about it.
Well, and it definitely had a little bit of curl on the first day. It just didn't have as much. It didn't have as consistent a curl. And as we say, we're not at all beating up the ice makers. They have to deal with so many unknowns, but they just, you know, they just said to people, be patient, and they have delivered for sure.
Yep.
Lots of movement,
Just
lots of consistent movement.
Lots of room. Lots of room. Clean.
We can wait.
Room.
We can wait for weight, too. Top 4. Coming down.
Hard. Hard all you got. Hard. Right up hard. Go. Go.
Ryan Harnden
Go.
will find the 8-foot.
Good weight.
An update for you now. One of the unbeaten teams thus far, John Morris facing Mike McEwen. And it was Mike trying a very tough double to get out of some trouble. Of course, it is Jim Cotter who throws the 4 stones for this team, and a draw here for 2, Kathy.
Well, and Jim's been playing great. John's giving him a lot of confidence, and he's a great player to begin with. And on this shot, he just needs to hit paint. Mike elected to play a very tough double, hitting a stone that was biting the top of the 12-foot to make the double, and by rolling out and not making it, it left the shot stone in. And so, very successfully done, and that will put a deuce on the board for the team Morris.
The front end there, Tyrell Griffith, Rick Swatsky, and they're on the board up 2-0 after 2. Interesting, Kathy, that team I don't think a lot of people talked about as favorites right at the top, but how can you count them out when you have a guy like John Morris, all that experience at the 3rd position, calling the game, and Jim Cotter, who quietly one of the nicest guys out there and such a great thrower.
He is a great thrower. They work hard to try to get this by the top stone. Will not.
Another update now. Jeff Stoughton, 0-2, looking for his first win. You see the 1 red stone on the Tim Hortons button, taking on John Epping in his final rock here with a chance for 2.
Well, Jeff drew on his first one to lie to, and because this shot stone was buried, John Epping tried to play a hit and roll off it, rolled out, and so that does allow the draw for Jeff for the 2.
Jeff Stoughton, another one of those veterans of the game, and a guy that was so close back in 2005 to making that Olympic team. Nice weight here And the crowd approves.
Little soft in the release.
2-0 there after.
Good game, boys.
Just fight the top 8.
Close.
Room.
Now, by taking the guard,
Line's pretty
the
good.
Jacobs team also got a little bit of a
Still
roll
good. Whoa,
behind
Room.
the guard.
Getting tight though.
We're there.
Line's
So
really
Glenn
good.
trying to
Get it
split
tight.
the house,
Oh,
utilize the corner
Line's
guard.
good.
You call line.
Line's good.
We're there. Yeah, we're there. We're there. We're there. We're there.
Okay, spot, boys.
Oh, there's a great shot of the finish.
Top or off?
Normal or?
I like off.
Watch it come in. You can just see.
Even
Obviously, you
if
have to
you
have a good
hit
rotation, but
three-quarters.
watch the movement as the
Should be
weight
fine,
comes
I think.
off.
Just make it top rock.
Very nice.
E.J. Harnden attempting the double. That is a lot of weight and done to perfection.
Very nice.
It is amazing how these guys can throw it with that much heat and hit that broom and be consistent with that shot.
Firm.
Pardon me?
That was nice control, weight. Like,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to throw.
that back. But try
You're gonna
that.
tap it. I think you want to hit it like back ring. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Makes it
Back
perfectly,
ring.
and that's it. So he stays
Yeah.
buried behind that corner guard.
6 feet more.
Yep.
And when they made that run in Edmonton at the Briar, Kathy, that was the kind of shots that they made time and time again. And you could really see the frustration on their opponents' faces when they were on that roll.
Yeah,
And they will make those. They are a very strong hitting
Lots of
team.
weight.
Gotta go hard. Gotta go hard. You gotta go hard, guys. Still got it. You gotta go though. You gotta go hard. You gotta go real hard. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on. Push, push, push. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Great sweeping to get it by that guard, and they'll push that red stone out of the rings.
Gotta go hard. You gotta go hard, guys. Still got it. You gotta go though. You gotta go hard. You gotta go real hard. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on. Push, push.
So you want to make the Olympics. That's the kind of effort. Draw after draw, and day after day, and those sweepers, we give them a lot of credit for all that hard work.
We do, and I also give Glenn Howard a lot of credit for the coaching there, because as a brusher, if you have somebody that's just saying what he just did, you got it, you got it, you got to go, you really do believe, and you just find that extra oomph inside of you to push a little harder and stay really tight with it, versus somebody saying, yeah, go hard, go hard. That doesn't make you, that doesn't make you work very hard.
And as much as sweeping at home sounds boring, it's so key, considering a guy like Kevin Martin or Glenn Howard with these front ends that they have. You have to use that weapon. You have to make sure that you allow them to do the sweeping.
It is a definite skill set, and it is something that I think that every sweeper takes great pride in, their ability to judge stones, their ability to take that extra 4 or 5 feet.
Okay. Board.
Yeah, just board and let it go
And
low.
to really make the difference on the shot, to judge.
Yep.
.46-year-old Wayne Madaw.
Weight's good.
Trying to get just to the inside.
It's going in there. I don't know whether it's going to get shot or not.
Sit.
And it looks like red is shot.
It does.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Where do you want this, right? Like back behind the tee? Just behind the tee? You want it just behind? Where do you want it?
Yeah, I think tee.
Okay.
I think it's almost got to be behind, right? Because he's going to run and move everything over there.
Let's go, Fry. Speed's good.
I'm anticipating that Wayne Madaw will make the run on his next shot.
Good speed.
Same speed.
What you've been throwing.
Easy.
Brad Jacobs really gave Ryan Fry a lot of credit for turning their team around when he came on board He said the tide really turned when it came to their chemistry, confidence with him at the third position. And if you want to talk just personally about the evolution, if you want to call it, of Ryan Fry, what a development of those soft shots and the draws, as you saw there. Always known for being such a great hitter.
Oh, you got to. You got to.
Or nose. Then this one goes across.
I mean, he's become the really great utility player.
I see it.
You know, okay, right in the nose?
Looks like it.
Glenn asking Wayne to come down, take a look for the angles. Wayne's fine with it.
Yep. Hard! 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's what I was afraid of.
Great call.
A little low.
Oh.
I said a millimeter low.
Low.
Millimeter low.
Well, I said it had to be low.
Oh.
So you got to come down and look at those.
I knew exactly where I had to hit it. And that millimeter low.
Sweep them.
that last blow call.
It's
Like maybe hair up.
Interesting discussion. You know, I know that Wayne has played this game for a very long time, but especially when your skip wants you to come down and look at it, we've heard already a couple of times that Glenn and Wayne maybe aren't on the exact same page first thing this morning. When it was calling for line, we heard Craig Saville say in the first end, you know, you're calling one thing and he's calling another. And so just to take a look at those sometimes to just verify in your own mind so that you're both calling the same shot, the same angle that you want to hit the stone.
Yep. Hard. Whoa now. Roll it right behind.
Stop, Brett. Put this back on, right?
Nice roll.
I got more curl than you, eh?
I think I was wider. I must have popped mine a hair. Because everyone's curled there. But I like that roll.
Just, well, it's harder roll.
Made 8 there, Langer.
Yep.
Yep, hard.
On the nose here, Kathy, or trying to roll?
He's trying to roll, but he wants to make sure he sticks around.
Hunt for it.
Okay.
Good.
Hooked it. I didn't want to nose it.
And by hooked it, he means,
He
Kathy?
just got it going, just a little bit tight. We heard that out of his hand right away to the sweepers.
Put it in the same spot, eh?
Yeah. Should curl a decent amount, no?
Same speed as...
Is that enough ice to get the edge of 4?
Hair more, eh?
Yeah, it's like,
Just hair.
I don't think you can take too much. Same speed here.
And you will hear a lot of input from EJ, who did play third for Brad before Ryan Fry joined the team.
Won't have to do much.
Take it clean. Take it
He's
clean.
very supportive of Brad at all times.
Anything really.
Just to clean the whole way.
Ryan Fry, by the way, a homecoming here, born and raised in Winnipeg.
Make it to curl if possible.
Oh, we can let it curl.
We tend to claim anyone who's ever been here, except for you.
I love this city.
Yeah, that wasn't the issue. We all love the city.
Kathy, why draw to where he is there instead of maybe going behind cover on his red rock?
Well, the bottom line is they don't feel that there's any chance that Glenn Howard's going to miss a draw to the 4-foot or even the 8-foot. And if you're going to bury, the best you can be would be 8-foot. And so they're going to force. I mean, that was their objective coming in. They were forced last end. They want to force Glenn Howard to have to take a point. And especially because he got it going the last time, they're hoping that maybe that's something that they may see again.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Yep.
Final stone here in 3 from Glenn Howard.
No mistake.
He hits and sticks around. So this all-Ontario battle tied up at 1.
Hello, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Catch that white. Bite that white. Oh, goodness. Run it up. Oh, and he got it.
Ron Burgundy, what a beauty. The boys are back in town. They're on the ice this morning at the MTS Center. The women will take the ice this afternoon. It's been a fun week so far. Obviously, the visit from Will Farrell, a.k.a. Ron Burgundy, was a lot of fun for our crew. And in our feature matchup this morning, Brad Jacobs, Glenn Howard, it was Howard picking up his single in 3, so we're all tied up here in the 4th.
Well, both teams doing a really good job at forcing their opponent to take one and relinquish that last hammer, that last rock advantage without scoring the deuce.
Should be real close.
Room.
Okay.
Line's good.
Room. I gotta hope it is.
Looks heavy.
Tired.
Heavy?
Yeah, I'd say. 0 line. Yeah. I don't think you want to do anything to it. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there's a big finish at the end, and if you are just that little bit extra weight, it does run straighter.
Well, from the Battle of Ontario to the Battle of Alberta, there you see Kevin Martin taking on Kevin Cooey. Kevin Martin actually with a 2-0 record as he's taking on Kevin Cooey, who's after his first win here. And his final stone, you saw the situation in the house. He needs to find that white paint for 2.
Good weight.
Well, he does. It's a tough draw. We're not on this sheet. We don't know how much it cooks, but it has to finish really hard for him.
Kevin Cooey, Pat Simmons, Carter Rycroft, Nolan Thiessen out of the Glencoe in Calgary.
Very nice.
Gorgeous draw weight, so a 2-0 advantage there after 3 for Kevin Cooey.
And on our sheet, tapping that stone back and
Great weight.
rolling to the open.
Great weight.
Sweep. Good shot. That looked like no ice he gave you.
Same as Glenn's.
Easy.
Kathy, we know that a lot of teams, this is their ultimate goal. They gear up 4 years. They work hard to try and make the Olympics. What do you see the curling landscape looking like after this year?
You know what? There's definitely going to be a huge change. There's a lot of players that have been very public about, you know, not playing after this. Kevin, one of them, Jeff Stoughton, one of them. And it's not about
D-line by itself.
no longer loving this game. It
yeah.
really is just about not being able to put the time and the commitment that is there, that families and jobs that, you know, at some point you have to say enough is enough. And in, you know, Jeff's case and Kevin's case, they've won almost everything that there is to win. In Kevin's case, he's won everything there is to win. And at some point you hang up the shoes. So we will see a changing of the guard, no question. But what I love is that there is a pretty good sprinkling of youth in both the men's and the women's side, and really strong teams. So I think the future of the sport is in really good hands.
And as we see that hit and stick, I think it's a great contrast in our feature game. You have a up-and-coming young team, obviously with the tools for success. And Glenn Howard, obviously, we've watched him for a long time, so successful. And you wonder, I know Glenn was devastated, and rightfully so, after losing in 2009. He said that one hurt for a long time.
Oh, sure.
If maybe he has another go in him after this one. But lots to be decided still this week in Winnipeg.
There is for sure.
Lighter. A little less.
Yep. Whoa.
Glenn trying to get that roll behind the center guard.
Hard.
Real hard.
Hard.
Real hard, 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 hard.
Right to it.
Okay.
And it's anticipating that break point with a little bit of quiet weight like Brent threw, which was what he was asked to throw. Once it starts to go, it's pretty tough to keep it.
Much.
Where?
T-line. Trying to utilize his corner guard.
Whoa! Whoa! Never have to for weight.
Weight's real good.
T.
Right off.
Yeah, back T.
No, T.
Right off.
Whoa,
Right off. Higher,
right.
better. No, 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 no.
Whoa!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Right off, right off, right off.
Shot.
Good by itself.
Good judge.
You have to run that?
Run it, I think.
What do you like?
That's just top. It's not even top 8.
Think you gotta run it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hit them both.
You heard the options. Glenn giving him the choice of coming down and corner freezing it, although that would not give you shot. They've elected to play the run.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wayne Middaugh.
Whoa.
He's the first guy to win the Brier at 3 different positions, which is pretty remarkable.
It is.
We continue our updates on this Tuesday morning over on Sheet D. Mike McEwen, John Morris, and Mike McEwen has that counter, back 4, and a draw for 2 to tie things up.
Line's good.
It's less.
Same line.
Should be a duster to the
Line's
tee,
good.
though, right?
4 foot is what he needs.
A little tighter.
T. McEwen out of the
Can't
Fort
hurt
Rouge
it.
Curling
Can't
Club in
hurt it.
Winnipeg. Mike McEwen, BJ
Gotta go, guys.
Neufeld,
Really gotta
Wozniak,
go.
Denny Neufeld.
Go, go,
And now it's all hands on deck to try drag this rock in there. And they will get it done. So it's 2-2 over there after 3.
Now, without making that run, just removing the corner guard, a chance for Jacobs to draw to lie 2.
It's about T-line, Brad. We don't want to touch it.
I'd rather it be back here. I'd rather it be back here.
No, no.
I don't know. Yep. Stay on it. All right.
Not bad.
Well, they got caught in the middle. It was hanging out, and they weren't really sure of weight. And so Brad's saying he'd rather it be far back than where it is. Chance for Wayne Middaugh to really close the scoring area down for Brad Jacobs by sitting right on top.
Line's good.
I don't think we're light.
Whoa. Line's pretty good.
That was not the
There,
victory
just keep the
salute.
line.
He's suggesting that he's there.
Right to it.
Little
Right
bump
to
right
it.
now.
Needs the brakes.
Little bump.
It's got to really curl.
Trying.
Boy, Wayne.
That'll work.
Ah, boy, Wayne. Shot, Wayne.
Good shot.
Boy, Middaugh. Oh, boy.
Shot.
I told him it's heavy when I let it go.
That's why they weren't sweeping it.
I had the brooms on the whole way.
Oh, come on, Wayne. They didn't sweep it. They didn't sweep it at all.
Back 4. Yeah.
Foot or 2.
Where'd you give me for the draw?
It's not. We didn't sweep it at all.
A foot more weight.
Back 4. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
Back
whoa.
4.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Game. Hard. Whoa.
Brian Fry round the guard. Little tap.
Shot, Brad.
Very nice.
Hard to say who shot there, Kathy. Yellow?
It does look like it is.
Good shot. Great weight.
Well, you know you're close when you get that on-off, but he just gets by the guard, has enough to tap it. That was the key, to move it a little bit, and he does. It's a trouble for Howard.
That happens, isn't it?
Yeah, for us, it's not bad of you.
Yeah, it's not
Good
terrible.
for us, yeah.
But we're going to try and make that, eh?
Yeah.
We could do that, too.
Yeah, you never kill that, but it,
What happens if you
get
just...
it into this when you're happy.
Can you do it side like that? What happens if that happens?
That's real good.
Like the other sheet?
Yeah,
Straight
it's
to
not
the wing?
doing much.
Okay.
I don't think it's going
Yeah,
You want to hit
you might be able to make it double and roll away.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
trying to
the
hit it
edge
thick.
on edge.
I don't know if you can get
Yeah,
this
but
out.
No.
Double and roll away, you want it.
If you can get it, yeah. Okay.
Right.
There?
Kind of wait. Stop.
He's trying to get it very thick so that it comes straight across that way and leaves his stone in this
What do you gotta
direction,
hit?
although it'd be just a little bit on that side.
Okay.
I need last one.
And I think they talked
This'll
about
run like
Kathy,
yesterday,
depending on the
I think,
angle,
yeah.
maybe they get lucky and come down and come on that red, or do they want to do that?
They don't. They would like to go on the top one, but what they're saying is if it does hang out and he hits it really thin, he does have that option off the back one.
Whoa!
First one here in 4 from Glenn Howard.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Nothing yet.
Sit.
He'll find the pocket,
Well,
frozen
that
on the
works.
button. Not bad.
Boy, Glenn.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Works. Yeah. Shot. Buried.
I said the natural right side in there. It was too perfect for them. Right, you couldn't leave it for him.
We have lots of options on
nicely.
this. A little bit thinner, he gets the back red one. Thicker, he gets the top one. And
I thought too thick was hideous. Like we made it too thick all on top of him.
I really don't.
Gotta run it. It's the only way to score.
Not necessarily. Not if we. Then we can run it on my last one, maybe for more than, you know what I mean?
Do you like it? I mean, it's gonna be a double run probably then.
Well, if we can, right? Get an angle. He's gonna have to guard it. Then we can run it for 2, rather than run and see what happens.
I don't see a lot here. So. Like I don't know where. Like you have to play the out turn to tap it to there.
What?
Or the in turn.
Yeah, I know.
I was actually thinking the intern, if anything.
What?
I was actually thinking the intern, if anything.
Yeah,
It's a
like
better
intern
angle.
tap to frozen.
Yeah. If you're able to actually play this with some weight, stick here and kind of just
Just
punch this out a little bit.
Just get this off of hair.
It leaves us options for my last one. We
Yeah.
run now, and it's like hoping to.
Well, I'm just my thing is if you just go here and he freezes another one in there. If you just push this to here.
Well,
and go
even if
here,
you end
Oh
up
my
sitting
God, so
here.
many scenarios. We got to make a shot here.
that's fully
just-
buried, right?
Yeah,
if I
but
miss
we're
that run-
overbearing with the intern. If you can get to at least 3/4 of this rock.
You can.
Even
yeah.
if you tap it to here,
I
right?
think Plan B is whip the guard.
Yeah, it's just
Give us a
Make
chance
it.
to score.
It's just top 4 weight, T-line.
Well, T-line weight by itself. Right there, Fred. Okay.
so Ryan
Finish is
Fry's idea is he
Finish
wanted
is
to
nice.
play this straight
T-line
back,
weight, Brad.
make all
Like
this
T-line.
go away
Yeah.
right now. For Brad, he's looking still for
See, we
ways
got
to
your draw
generate
in,
2. So he would
second
like
net.
to come down, move these stones back a little bit. This is the stone that is in their way right now. Tap that back, change the angles a little bit, and by doing so, maybe you get a better angle on your next shot for 2. And you heard that constant support with
back 8.
EJ coming down
Back 8.
for Brad.
Back 4. Back 8. Back 8.
You heard his tolerance. If anything, he wanted to move the
Coming
guard.
down.
No. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Yep. Whoa.
Pretty good, Brad.
Give us something.
Yeah.
Give us something.
I just think you got to be. Like,
Well, then you get.
you don't want to over curl it. Then he just whipped her down there, right? You can't take that chance over curling it.
You almost can't see it now.
Yeah.
You can though. It is there. But you know what I'm saying? If you're saying, or a tuck a piece.
Or you tuck a piece. Yeah.
But then we're getting to no man.
Yeah. Whatever one you like, same thing. You can't overcook it, right?
Try and go there.
Yeah, that's what I'd like. Where do you like?
So as Glenn Howard prepares to throw his shot and
less.
try guard the house in his situation, final stone here on the way. Kevin Martin, Kevin Cooey. Now, Kevin Martin obviously with hammer. Final stone. He needs to get around a guard here, Kathy, make a tap back on the yellow shot stone and avoid the jam.
Well, it's really tough because we know at this weight it'll hang out. He cannot hit it on an angle.
They're by the guard, no problem. Now can they avoid the jam?
Spinning across
Make
the top.
contact.
Go, keep going, keep going.
Just one.
No finish on either of those rocks. Nope.
No, I thought that was perfect.
Yeah.
So it'll be one for Kevin.
So nice insight and comments from Kevin Martin as well. 2-1 Kevin
guard.
Cooey over on sheet B. And you hate to say must win, but man, I think it is a must win with 2 losses to start.
Higher than that.
Higher than that.
Key for Glenn is to stagger the stones. They do not want to allow the run back by Jacobs, even though it's really tough. Would like to be half on top of it.
Sit. It's not great.
You think we need to move that to here?
I think you can almost throw like back 12 here.
You think that shot's there?
Yeah, just with back 12.
But does that get this to here?
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
it's hitting this first.
Well, I think it's a good chance. It's just grazing off of that.
It's kind of like the same weight I threw, no?
Yeah.
I think I'd be back
A
12.
little less than what you
In between
threw, I
back
think.
12 and hack.
Let's go, Cups.
Like,
I think you got to throw like here.
it's probably going to be heavier than that.
Well,
You can see that it looks as though it's perfectly buried with that second stone that Glenn Howard threw, but we've seen the finish. If he threw any weight on this, it will just run, but by throwing back 12, it will move. What the concern is from Brad Jacobs is that when he makes contact with the red one at the top of the forefoot to go onto the yellow, will that back red one that they tried to jiggle out of there, will that one still prevent that yellow stone from moving out of the forefoot?
All right, Coach, realistically, how far with this weight do you think they can move that yellow sideways?
Well, he's going to have back 12 for sure.
Close. Stay close. Yes! Gotta go! Hard! Right up hard!
Goodbye to guard.
Right in there hard!
Make contact on the red. How far can they move it?
Very nice.
Far enough for 3.
That's a great shot.
Put 3 on the board for Brad Jacobs. An amazing team shot and a commanding lead now here in Winnipeg. Well, Kathy, when you're the skip, you're the boss. And Brad Jacobs, he made a great call that last end, and it resulted in a big score.
Well, he very much called off Ryan Fry on his idea of running it back, which would not have been a bad call, but he just had the belief that there were more available. But don't mistake that call for the great execution, the great weight. Any more weight, this does not curl. Great brushing, great line call. We thought 2 was an option, but look at how well he makes the shot. It is for 3.
Great finesse, great team shot. That is the key shot. It's brought to you by Sponge Towels, paper towels. Nothing absorbs like it. Glad you're with us on this Tuesday morning. Brian Mudrick, Kathy Gauthier with you at the MTS Center here in Winnipeg. A big 3 on the board in the 4th end. Jacobs up 4-1. Action underway here in 5. It's Glenn Howard as the hammer.
Should be real good.
T-line. Okay. Clean. Back 4. Clean. Clean.
Kathy, that whole process we just showed, from the conversation to the execution, has to really speak volumes to Brad's confidence right now.
Well, it does, and what I really liked about that discussion is Ryan really felt that the run was the way to generate points. Brad did not agree with him, but there wasn't any negative in the discussion. Brad was just, I don't think we have to do that. He was very calm about it, and Ryan let it go. He pitched his idea about playing the run, and then he did not try to force that point. That's the maturing process that we've seen in Ryan Fry, is knowing when to pitch your ideas and when to just back off and let Brad do what he feels like he needs to do.
It's not bad.
Got to curl a ton.
Go
right
deep.
So for Team Howard, before the break at the end of this end, love to get that two back for sure. Maybe create an opportunity for their own respawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 undefeated teams on the ice this morning. One of them,
What do you got,
John Morris, as he takes on Mike McEwen,
Order.
looking for win number 1. Of course, final stones are thrown by Jim Cotter, this team out of the Vernon and Kelowna Country Club out of British Columbia. And Jim has looked fantastic so far, Kathy.
Well, he really has. And, you know, we talked about how open it was early, but now both teams really pushing each other. This is another opportunity for two to get back into that comfortable lead, if you will, for Jim Cotter.
No.
John Morris obviously brings that Olympic experience to this team. Nice draw weight there, and that's 2 more for John Morris. They're up 4-2 after 4.
Go around again.
Like it again? Round, he runs it straight back.
All right, what do you want to do? I think so.
No.
Don't hit the other guard.
I like that. Let's go here.
Straw there, draw around the corner, and freeze the shot. Do 2 shots here.
Yeah. Try this.
Same as I threw in whatever end that was.
Yeah.
3.
And this isn't a question about whether they're going to roll out, but for the 3 at the other end, when Glenn gave the option of playing the hit, there's no need to play the hit. It's really early in the end. You've got a corner guard, chance to bury better on Brent's shot.
It's good.
Easy.
Little
It's not
tight.
light.
Weight's good.
Its weight's good.
Little tight. Okay, you're good.
Line's okay.
Easy, good.
Oh, there's a lot of room.
Weight's there.
Actually got a curl.
Still needs to curl, Wayne.
Got a curl.
It's got to curl. Really got to curl. Hard! Hard!
Get in there. Get it in there.
Throw, Brent.
I think so.
Hack.
Hack, wait.
Hack.
You got enough for half?
That didn't, it stopped curling there.
Yeah, I agree. It was moving, and then it did not have that big finish that we've seen going towards the center.
Heavy hack.
See a little bit of confusion still.
Yeah! Hard! Hard! Hard!
EJ Harnden urging his sweepers on. They get it by the guard.
Well, that's great brushing to get that by.
Jacobs lies 3.
These guys are very strong brushers.
Hard!
Great work. It's going hard. Completely different path than Brent's took. Just squeaks by.
If a big guy like EJ was yelling at me like that, I'd be sweeping too.
Yeah. Just found it.
You got to talk to him when you're in a situation.
What's interesting too, Kathy, we've talked about it, but if you're joining us for the first time, Brad Jacobs, this team, obviously the defending Brier champions, but they had to qualify for this out of the pre-trials and play well, and they did sneak in to get here, and playing well here.
Well, they did. The format is such that it's not automatic if you win Canada the year before that you will automatically go to the trials. Now, every time the trials does come up, there is some rethinking about what the qualification process will be, and you would expect that next time there will be as well.
Line's good.
He beat Brad Kushu at the pre-trials to get here.
Line's
Of course,
great.
Brad is here as
Hard.
Kevin Marcus fifth.
Line's perfect.
Whoa, in there. Gotta hit this one to be better.
Right there. Perfect.
As he tucks that in.
I still got the back one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of weight.
Just hack. Heavy hack.
Yeah, I like playing it soft.
Playing to remove that stone at the back. They're comfortable right now with the position of their stone lying 2. They want Glenn Howard to have to make a move, and they're very confident with their upweight ability to remove the Howard stone if necessary.
Get it. Good. Good enough. Shot.
Yeah, because he can't guard all that.
Right.
Do you like around the corner?
As long as we don't count that top one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do, actually.
2 options for sure. You can come right down onto the face of that yellow stone.
It's hard to do.
And then one play removes both of those red ones, even though they are shot. It doesn't take much to have both of those pop. And so they will save play into the center and try to utilize that corner guard yet again. It has to outcount the stone that is 12 foot, 8 foot to be effective.
Still there, though. It's trying. Weight's perfect. Not heavy. Weight's perfect.
Get her back there, Steph. Go,
go, Sabo, go! Go! Yep! Yep!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's
nice. Yeah. Good shot.
What? Same thing? Yeah.
Is that yellow force shot, Kathy?
I'm looking at it and trying to decide.
They sounded confident that it was.
Mm-hmm.
Clean. Room.
Or to it.
Room.
To it. To it.
Room.
Just playing down to it, really difficult to see any piece of that from behind.
Just line.
Yep. Yep.
Just topping it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shot try.
Well, that officially answers our question
yes,
now.
Yes, it does.
Wait, wait.
Make this one.
Shot shots.
Into there. Right, Wayne?
It's cute into there.
You make this double. Stick this over here.
Where does this go?
This one to this one.
Goes into there.
Well, if you hit it thick, it won't. It's not bad. See what I'm saying? And then this is going nowhere. You agree?
Like with board?
No, I'm thinking like normal.
So then I roll out?
No, if you hit this thick.
Where do you, okay.
Okay, our board.
It looks like to make, like I have to hit, I'm rolling to here anyways, right? At least.
Well, that means you're hitting it here then, and you are going to jam. What do you like? You like getting all of them?
Well, that's not great either.
You could get all
over
of them.
here.
You could get all of them. It's not bad either.
It's not terrible, but I just don't want to lose my shooter.
No, I know. Well, would you just throw, even if you stick there.
If you get all of them, right?
He makes a double. We're never getting that.
Then he's got to make the double. You're freezing to there. I don't.
Let's do this.
Okay. How hard?
Solid board.
Okay.
Find something good?
No, I have no idea what this gets us. I'm not. Glenn thinks I can make this double.
Yeah.
Across the top for the other one.
Okay.
So, if I can, I can let it.
Normal?
Kind of wait.
Firm board or normal?
Firm board.
Firm board. Let's go, winner.
Let's go, Wayne.
Well, the shot is definitely there. You can play the shot across the top. Question is whether you want to move that many rocks on this stone or wait for Glenn.
There it goes.
Whoa. No.
There it goes.
No, still no, still no, still no. Touch that. Stay in the house.
Good.
Okay.
Swept it. I would have made this double.
Oh,
That's not bad though. I know what he does.
Those go.
Not bad.
Not bad.
The key was keeping the shooter.
Well, I know. Oh, I agree. So you could have made that. You could have made that easy. I was a little worried I gave you too much ice there. You threw it real good. I'm thinking nothing's wrong. You know how the draws were hanging on that center line? I didn't know. I thought nose wasn't great.
Yeah, I think we want to move them both off.
Off pretty good. We might leave him some sort of rolling behind.
So be it. I think we just want to tap on the nose with like back four.
Okay, okay.
So whatever you know for...
Well, Pete's was like about here when he played that tap.
Yeah, just right on the nose.
Right on the nose.
Push that to there, and you'll be right
Stay in front of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Remember when we threw that draw to the side there? It didn't do a whole lot, and I was like back four.
Yeah.
I'm thinking right about here.
I think that's pretty good.
Well, for Team Jacobs, they know that the angles
Pretty much the same tap I threw, right? Pretty much the same tap
are
I
such
threw
that
in
any
the set.
move by Team Howard,
Yep.
these two stones are going to disappear. And so what he
Wait,
wants to
back
do
T-line?
is to
Back
come
four?
down
Back
with
four?
about back 4 weight and just move these stones back just a wee bit. They still want to keep them in play, but they want to change the angles so that it's not an automatic double. In fact, right now there's the chance that all 3 red could go if hit properly. And so even though you're line 2, all of a sudden your stones are what is causing you the problem.
Back 8.
So a lot of conversation, an interesting end
Back
here.
8,
Skip
back 4.
Stones on the way. Brad Jacobs, a 4-1 lead here in 5. Howard with hammer.
Whoa.
Back
Whoa,
4.
whoa, whoa, yep. Yep. Whoa.
And that's pretty much what he called.
Okay, Brad.
Wouldn't have minded if it curled a little bit more and moved the other one as well.
You got to stick it, but if you stick it, it's really good. I don't know what else.
Was that going out? Probably not going out, is
Stick
it?
this into here.
It curls a little bit more.
Stick it. I might jam there, though, boys.
Yeah.
If it dead
Probably
jams, though.
It's not bad.
If it dead jams, he can't hit that.
That's really skinny to stick
What else
that.
do you see, boys?
Good shot.
I could do it. You know what I could do? It is just quiet. Hit the roller there and
Yeah.
a little bang back here. There's the shot.
That's what I was thinking.
That's the shot.
With like hack.
Yep.
Even if you just back ring and just separate
It's what
that,
I'm
make
thinking.
a pocket.
Yeah, exactly. I think you just want to get that into there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
I like that.
With like hack.
Hack? I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Okay.
Back
You're gonna
line,
hack.
boys.
Hack.
Take a look. Is hack too much?
So the decision is to make a play on this stone
Depends where
with
you're
about
gonna
hack weight. He'll roll his shooter
Ring that
here.
just-
And in the process
to
of
the hack.
doing this, when this rock comes here, this isn't going to go out, but they are going to move in this direction. And what he's hoping to create is just a little bit
Little skipper.
of a curve around there, so it makes it more difficult for Brad Jacobs. So this is achieving a couple of goals. Getting another yellow stone in the house, tapping the shot stone out of the way, creating a pocket.
Meantime, right next door over on Sheet B as we watch Glenn Howard deliver. There you see the house. Looks like Kevin Martin is lying 1 on that Tim Hortons button. Kevin Cooey playing the yellow stones. His final stone here on the way. And you tell me what's going on here, Kathy. That's a lot of rocks in play. It's some kind of run back here.
He's trying to get as much of that stone, the red stone, in the 8-foot as he can.
Whoa, right off.
Glenn with a nice shot on our feature matchup. There's a little bump. Did they move it enough? Yes, looks like they did. I believe it's 2 for Kevin Cooey.
Back our feature, it's exactly as drawn. The other yellow rocks in play. You can see that little pocket at the back there.
Pick that one.
So 4-1 for Cooey
Not an
over
easy
Martin
pick.
after 5 as Cooey goes for his first win.
Can't play anything.
Here's the shot coming in. So you keep your shooter, you tap those stones back.
How does he, if we throw this away, how does he get more than 2? At this point, 2, giving him 2 is...
You could guard.
Can you roll this in?
He might be able to.
Yeah, I can.
Roll
You
those
could definitely
both in.
roll that in.
So that's his shot for 3.
Yeah.
What's he got on that top one?
Can he smash? It might go through. That's the thing.
Well,
man.
he loses the shooter. That jams. That goes over the top. That's for 2.
If that
he
goes through
rips.
the hole, we can nose.
It's just I don't know if you want to risk that.
Call timeout or?
Do you think it goes to...
It's
It's going to drag
if
a bit.
anything, you want to be a hair on this side, right?
Yeah.
So you
'cause then
can take
shoots
it off
that
the
way.
back of this.
Yeah.
Because it's going to drag this way a bit. If you're on this side.
I don't know.
Do you want to risk that?
You want to call timeout?
Well,
Or we go here.
it's thinking time. Let's just think.
Because if you hit it,
Well, I know
if you hit
what
it
I'm
here,
about.
it's going this way. If you hit it here, it's going to go this way, I bet.
Yeah, I was thinking like almost just a hair on your side, on this side.
This side? No, it's got to be on this side. It's going to go that way then. It's dragging.
I think we want it to drag that way a bit.
This rock's behind this one, right? So you want to drag it more this way.
The
Bring it off.
You want it to come into here.
Exactly. So you got to hit it on this side.
You don't want to hit it on this side.
What type of way do you
the
think?
higher rock.
Just like control?
You might actually hit and get it to go.
If we just
here,
throw
right?
control, it's not that. Like we're still.
All we gotta do is get it into here.
Yeah.
If you like it, even if you end up sitting here, right? He's got a.
Can I have a look at this?
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever you guys like.
That hole between the two red ones
Thought we
is
called
not
the timeout.
big.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Oh. Right here, it looks like it's going through.
I think it's going through.
Okay, where are we hitting it? Nose?
I think a hair inside.
Nose? With control?
Yeah.
Nose hit with control?
Yeah.
Where are we hitting this?
Nose.
Nose is going through that
Just
hole?
a nice control. Nothing hard. Let's go.
Well, they want to hit the red one. There's no question about that. And then make contact with the yellow. But that little pocket that Glenn Howard created on his last shot is the problem. If they jam, they can give up a bundle. Trying to get it through the hole between those two red stones.
Nose.
Now we'll find out if thinking time paid off. Brad Jacobs here. A lot of discussion. His final stone here without hammer in 5.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yep, yep, whoa! Whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa,
The outside is not the side to hit it on.
Make the hit through the hole. You bet he did.
Good shot.
They're definitely shot stone top 4.
Man, that ate a lot of time.
Question is second and third now, Kathy. Looks like yellow is second.
I think you're right.
I think we're 1.
Just had to curl a hair more, right?
Oh, nothing more. Oh, nothing more.
Takes away the 5 though.
I don't. What do you get when you start a game? How much time?
40 minutes.
Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
We just got to make sure.
And 2 timeouts of 90 seconds.
At least a foot and a
You
bit.
do, and the reason that they're talking about that is keep in mind that this event is 10 ends. On the tour all year, what they would have been playing would have been 8. Although at the pre-trials that they just played, they would have been playing under the same time considerations.
It's been a very interesting 5th end.
Hack!
Final stone here now for Glenn Howard.
Yep! Hard! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Yep! Yep! Hard! Yes! Hard! Zavel, go! Go! Zavel, your way, Zavel, go! Go!
Got it. There.
Good I think they have 2.
They do?
Got it? Yeah.
Wasn't the best sales pitch, but eventually it was 2 points.
Rebound set.
They got that little roll at the end.
Thanks.
A lot of rocks in play in that 5th end. Always a great battle when Glenn Howard faces off with Brad Jacobs. Battle of Ontario. One of the best veterans in the game against the young guns coming up. It's a 1-point game. We're back to Winnipeg after this.
Oh gosh, that's tough. Oh my goodness, I think the men's is almost impossible to handicap.
I'm kind of thinking Stoughton, Cooey final.
Obviously, I would queue up the Martin team. They have an awesome little third.
Oh, Team Howard, no doubt.
I believe the favorite would be Glenn Howard, and I'm a little bit biased.
Biased, but true.
You gotta like Glenn Howard right now. Maybe Howard in there, I don't know.
You can't even pick any favorites, it's crazy.
I have no idea. It's gonna be hard for me to rest during the men's games like I should be. I'll want to be watching.
Well, I'm with you, girls. I have no idea. It's so hard to pick with this great field. And boy, Brad Jacobs is really showing good form this morning, and he is with Brian.
Brad, that was a really interesting and complicated fifth end. Do you feel lucky that he only scored 2 there?
I think we'll give him 2 that end. Yeah, it was a mess, but you know, 2 is fine after the way the Rocks were looking.
Take us back to the fourth end now. You and Fry had a good discussion about maybe the run back with your first. Yeah. You decided not to, and it paid off. Take us through that whole process. Yeah, I mean, the run back is kind of like a safer shot, and it's a real tough shot to begin with. You make it, you know, we maybe get out of the end with 1. The tap was more of an aggressive call and make a beauty on the last one. And, you know, we were fortunate. That's exactly what happened. Finally, Glenn made the comment that he feels there's more movement on the ice. You agree? I think compared to the first day, there's definitely a little bit more movement. Draws seem to be moving about the same. Hits are probably curling a little bit more, so we like it. We like both your haircuts as well. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Brad.
Well, let's take a look at some of the numbers after 5, and these are brought to you by Tim Hortons, Canada's favorite coffee. Well, some big numbers on the bottom. Boy, percentages really high, and especially when you look at the back ends. 88 for Team Howard, much better than they've been, but when you're competing against Ryan Fry and Brad Jacobs, both at 100%, they are perfect so far. That's pretty tough, and that is what Glenn Howard will have to figure out how to deal with in the back 5.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by World Financial Group, creating a better tomorrow for families today. WFG. The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Glad you're with us on this Tuesday morning in Winnipeg. Time to update some action for you. That is a look at John Epping from the Donalda Curling Club out of Toronto, and he's taking on hometown favorite Jeff Stout in his final stone, playing the quiet tap on his yellow for 1.
Needs to move it to the 4-foot, needs about a half a stone in the 4-foot to get shot.
And we're only day 3 of these trials, Kathy, as he does make a beautiful shot there for the single. Stout still leading 2-1 after 5, but you really need those victories, and you need them now, because when the round robin wraps up, obviously just 8 teams, you play 7 games. There's the standings. Jacobs, Martin, Morris, perfect thus far coming in. The top 3 teams will make the playoffs. The top team in round robin play directly to the final. The 2-3 team will play off in a semifinal. And keep in mind, back in Edmonton, Kathy, in 2009, 3 losses was too many. So we'll be watching that closely as round robin play continues. Our feature game, it was Glenn Howard. Very interesting fifth end. He picks up 2, and it is Brad Jacobs leading 4-3 with action underway here in 6.
And teams will be keeping an eye on their clocks, on ends like they just played, where there are lots of rocks in play, and you do want to have that time to think. You have to make sure that your front end in particular is in the hack and ready to throw, because the clock is running right now.
Wait only. Wait only. Rube. Wait only.
Just line.
That was line.
Lots of line.
Wait's good. Wait your bird.
Whoa!
Trying to go around. And while things are really simple, I just want to send a shout out to a great friend of curling, a former Manitoba champion, Brian Fowler. His wife Lois, of course, represented Manitoba 3 times at the Scotties, and their son Rob Fowler, of course, was in the pre-trials. Brian is in the St. Boniface Hospital, and we all wish him a speedy recovery. Our thoughts are with you.
That's the first one.
Line's good.
I think it's over.
Got a curl. Really good.
Oh, looks heavy.
Go away, though.
Line's really good.
It's over.
It's over.
See a curl of hair, but
Curl a little bit.
Yeah, you can go.
Yep. Hard,
Go,
Brent.
Brent. Go, go,
Hard,
go,
Brent.
go. Very nice, Greg.
Oh,
Good boy.
2 great guards. Those look so easy. Those are so tough, especially that second one, that long one, to place it in that position.
Good weight.
No, group.
Just line.
Group, lock.
A little heavy. Yeah, back 12. Back 8, coming down.
Do something with it.
Right back here. Right back here.
Oh,
All
it's
the way
fine.
back.
It's
All the way to
fine.
the back 12. Full back 12. Far back as you can go.
There, it's there, it's there.
Okay. Okay. Just made?
Or top that one.
That's what I mean, yeah. Tap that one to the back.
Do you want my cutter or no?
Hey?
Or no?
Probably.
Probably.
I think so.
You heard Brett, they've charted these stones. They know which stones
trying to
they
put it back
feel are
button,
the
right?
same, which ones move a little bit more. And so to play
Anywhere behind
a
the tee
stone
line
that's
is good.
going to require more curl, Brent's going to throw the one that they feel does curl
Good
more.
game or blow up? What's that? We're not throwing a hit.
Lots of weight. Your back line. Back
pretty
line.
Close.
Back line.
Yep. Whoa.
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 Back
No,
line.
wait.
Back
Whoa.
line.
Whoa.
Close.
Back
Whoa.
line.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. It's heavy.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Whoa.
Right there, 3.
Good shot.
Good
Just
shot.
so-
The cutter paid
Perfect.
off. It's just amazing the attention to detail, Kathy, from the matching of the rocks to the practicing to all the work that they put into this. These are the rocks, I believe, that were used at the pre-trials as well, so those teams should be familiar. But all these teams, man, the attention to detail and the books they have on some of these rocks is unreal.
Well, it makes a huge difference, you knowing those little, almost like baseball, touch them all. Opens things up dramatically. Still leaves one long guard, but he did move a lot of granite out of the way.
I don't think so, boys. We're only down 1.
Yeah,
hit.
I was gonna say, keep the force alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. See what
Hit.
happens. Sure.
Yeah, we got
Well,
one
and a
of
really
those.
good comment from the other end. Sometimes you get really caught up in steal mode and forget that with that deuce that you took last day, and Glenn Howard's team is only down 1. You heard Wayne Madaz say for sure, we'll hit this stone, keep the force alive. If they're able to force Brad to 1, well, now they're down 2, but they have last rock, and there's lots of game left.
Off, off, off. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's good. What?
Just keep the force alive.
Yeah, he's going to make a double here.
Hit and roll.
So as long
That's
as
later.
Yeah. Double.
How much?
Throw peel. About a thick half.
You guys like throwing peel at this?
I don't like peel, but whatever.
Just a nice peel.
Yeah, just throw your firm.
Just a nice,
Out turn?
just a nice 6 seconds.
Just want to make sure.
Is nice the difference between 60 kilometers per hour and 59?
Yeah, I think that, you know, for Brad, he's trying to get a
Yeah.
lot of motion. He's trying to make that double across the house. And for EJ, his thought is, let's make sure we stick around for sure. Let's still try to generate the 2 instead of worrying just about the blank.
Hard!
Yep,
Hard!
yep, yep,
Hard! Hard!
Nice action on that stone. He'll get across, and that is shot rock on the 4.
I'm glad he hit it like that.
Good.
Toss.
Thanks.
So you can go over the top.
4, okay.
Normal or board?
Whatever.
Normal.
Houses are lively. Sometimes at night we hear the players talk about it being slow in the house and the weight really coming off after they've hit the stone. Not so much in the morning, colder in the
Not
building.
heavy.
Conditions are
Not
crisper.
heavy.
Off.
Roll a little bit over there.
Open up the hole.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Shooting, guys.
I just like the double.
Yeah.
Can't get much better than that, Kathy.
Whoa!
No, the numbers are great.
Whoa! Whoa! Never.
Well, he gets rid of both of them, but by sliding through,
Bite the 12.
there still is a guard that
Just a
Glenn
biter?
Howard
Yeah.
can try to
And make
utilize.
him go around it?
It's the one that was left by EJ when he made the big run.
I just want to bite her.
Okay.
Yeah.
The most, right?
Okay.
Speed's good out this way?
Yeah.
Yes, so yeah.
Oh, that's there. That's there.
I don't think so.
Line's good.
Lots of line.
Wayne Madaw throwing, of course. His wife is also here competing on the women's side.
Hang it.
There.
Just, isn't it?
What the?
At the end, Sab. At the end. Yep.
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 Hard.
Yep.
Hard. Hard,
Yep.
hard, 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 hard.
Yep.
Come on, Brent.
Yep.
Tuck a bit. Good throw,
Sherry Madaw and the rest of the women's teams will be in action this afternoon. In the meantime, let's get you up to date
I don't know if
this
you want
morning.
to roll it buried because he's just
After
coming
6,
right
Stoughton
here.
leading Epping
Nose.
2-1. They had a blank there. Battle of Alberta, Cooey on top of Martin 4-1 after 6 ends of play. And a tight battle on the other sheet between John Morris and McEwen. They're all locked up at 4.
Some very tight games out here this morning, as you would expect.
Go on the yellow, just make sure.
Okay, Brad. Shot.
That's probably normal nose. Not any ballpark, eh?
I think that's lots of anything.
Do you really?
Yeah. With board?
Yeah.
Kathy, since Brad Jacobs came on the national scene, I know he played back in 2007 in Hamilton. He was a third and then obviously formed this team, and then obviously Ryan Fry comes on board. Maybe just speak to the development of his team since those years to now being a Brier champion in 2013 and now being here.
Oh, it's huge. You know, the first experience at a national championship, you learn so much. And you can't, there's so many things that you can't explain to someone until they have played. It is not only about what happens on the ice, it's all of the things that happen around the event and the pressures and the crowds. And it's all wonderful things, but you have to go through it to be able to understand how to use it for you, things that you don't want to do. And the maturity level of Brad Jacobs and his shot making and his decision making have matured so much, and he's such an all-around player now. We see the soft shots, not just the big shots. And it takes years. That's something that this man has.
Stay on it.
I know. How do you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they run straight, sometimes they don't. Curve when you're drawing it.
And they tried to roll straight behind that long guard. When you're out in the wings and you're playing that in-between weight, sometimes it will stay on that path, and sometimes it does start to move, and that's what happened to Glenn.
Okay.
Cool. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Gotta go.
Right up, right up, right up.
Hard, eat.
Brad Jacobs, his first here in 6.
Anything.
And he'll hit it on the nose.
Well, noser to the wing was the call. He definitely did not want to roll under that guard.
Same board waiter.
Yeah.
And so it gives Glenn another chance to try to get behind that guard. This time the other side of the house, the other turn.
Kathy, that is such a high guard. Even if he does bury, you think Brad can play kind of a softer weight and still blank?
Sure he can. Or to blank, well, it will depend. To get to the stone or to get shot, we'll have to see where it winds up.
Yeah, heavier than the last one by lots.
But from there, yes, I believe you can.
You won't have to worry about it now.
Okay.
Good throw. A little bit harder than your first one.
Yeah, definitely harder, for sure. As soon as they said harder, no, it's not going to throw.
We talked about that earlier. The up-weight shots, the hits do not move. Where you put the broom is pretty much where they go. And so to get that motion, Glenn needed to throw just that little bit less.
Good job, Brad.
So final stone here in the 6th. Brad Jacobs, he blanked the first end. He'll blank this one. He has hammer, and he has a 1-point lead here in Winnipeg.
Unless you were out of the country for the past couple of weeks, you likely heard that a famous anchor man stopped by the MTS Center on Sunday. Will Ferrell, dressed in his Ron Burgundy persona, was here in Winnipeg to promote his new movie and at the same time learn a little bit about curling. There were some who complained, what on earth does Ron Burgundy have to do with curling? And the answer, of course, is nothing. And that's the point. On Sunday, thousands of non-curling fans showed up here at the MTS Center simply to see the Hollywood star and ended up staying to watch our country's best female curlers begin their quest to become Olympians. Much like what happens at the Olympics, the sport was exposed to a brand new audience. And though not all will become curling fans because of it, giving new fans a chance to experience an event in person can only be a good thing. Ron Burgundy came to Winnipeg with hopes of getting more people to watch his new movie, and by doing so got more people watching curling. And that's kind of a big deal.
And there's a look at Glenn Howard in our feature matchup with Brad Jacobs. And Glenn, he's kind of a big deal when it comes to curling.
You guys are sponsored by Wheatman.
That's a big deal.
You are. That's what I hear.
That happened, of course, on Sunday. Ron got to get in the hack.
Here we go.
Okay.
Taught from one of the best. Froze the intern, obviously. And that actually, amazingly enough,
Look at that follow.
found the
Hit the
12-foot.
paint.
He found the 12-foot.
Look at
That was awesome. Diversity. It's an old wooden ship. Love the movies. Anyways, as for our feature matchup, Jacobs is leading Howard 4-3 in the 7th end with the hammer. I had more family and friends, Kathy, texting me and asking me about Will Ferrell or Ron Burgundy being in the booth. And it is fantastic for the game because the more exposure we can give this great game, the better.
I couldn't agree with you more. We saw that after the Olympics, shortly after the kids and I were in San Francisco in a hot tub one night, and these two Americans from the South started talking about curling. And it was fantastic. That's how we will grow the sport, is have people tune in and watch. And whether they're looking for Ron Burgundy or Vic Rauter, Russ Howard, or Linda Moore, they see something they like and they come back because we love the game and we meet new people all the time.
Crazy. A foot.
I was gonna say, tap it high. Anybody see tap it high, Barry?
Tap
like
which
that?
one high?
The red one. Tap
The one on the tee line?
Yeah.
Unless you want to try and do that.
I don't mind that too.
Or you got to move the top one.
What do you like?
We have to move that.
I don't know.
We have to move that top one eventually. Maybe we do it now.
You either got to look ugly early,
Well,
so,
we want to look
so they don't run the guards.
Well, they're running it anyway. We didn't look great last time they ran it.
You like moving that top one?
You can get that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Just get to nose.
Definitely the hardest shot we got.
Yeah. Glad you're throwing it. Hey, you got your cutter, so it's automatic.
Well, yeah, this is true. Just a hair less than last end.
You're pretty good last end. It turned out
Pretty
perfect.
close, yeah.
Yeah, your weight was dead on.
You want to sweep, eh, boys?
And these are important discussions about shot selection, but there is a lot of time that gets taken
Yep.
Hard.
in thinking through
Hard.
the shots.
Gotta go real hard, guys. Yeah, hard. 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 Hard, 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 hard.
Going very hard to try to get it by. That was going out of his hand.
Yeah, we get it.
Okay. Now what are you gonna do?
Oh.
You gotta hit that.
What's that?
Gotta hit that, eh?
A real good thrower
I think you're just letting him at the end if you do that.
Could try that double.
for Brett. May have
You like-
helped
you
it
guys like
just
that?
that wee little bit on the final
yellow
release.
Like a corner, so that's
With
fine.
that down weight, it's going to go.
And for those not familiar with the game or watching for the first time, the little green light you saw in the stone, that means that it's a clean stone and it wasn't hog. He released it before the hog
defensive,
line, and that light would turn red
What if we just
if
nose?
indeed he did hog the stone.
What if we nose that?
He's freezing.
Pretty defensive call.
What if we draw this?
Or make the draw.
We're definitely not playing that.
I'll just go right back here then.
Okay.
Okay.
No, this is
This
very
straight feels good.
subtle message from Brad. You know, we're spending a lot of time discussing it. We're not going to, you know, discuss every single shot, and he was not comfortable at all, and I understand. He's up one. He's got last rock.
Whoa! Yep! Good toss, Each. Hit roll on top.
Keep them away from the double, right? You hit the top one.
Well, there's no double.
No, if we do
tap
this,
it back
they do
again.
this.
Why would we do this?
Or even you nose it.
Or you'd
It's like just roll a little bit, he can make that double.
super high guard.
My God, it's dead even.
You're there. It's gonna be right there.
Yeah, and then he. Anyway, don't you think we got to move these?
I do. I was thinking that out turn freeze is not a bad shot.
Yeah.
We
you
have
get
to be
there?
that aggressive, though. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Go like this.
Okay.
Board.
Sure.
Trying to find a way to manufacture points. They looked at playing the freeze on that stone that's behind the guard, but it's really tough because you have to play the in-turn, and as it comes across, your odds are that you'll just tick the top stone and not be frozen, and so they're trying to also make sure they don't give up another two. So they'll try to manipulate stones on Brent's second one by hitting the top one and try to roll in front of the other stone, maybe lure Brad Jacobs into throwing something that might generate a jam.
A little bit, Seb. A little bit. It's gonna be real good.
Shot,
Shot.
Shot, Langer.
You know what's been great about this game in particular, Kathy? I know obviously we call the game, but we're fans of the game. I don't remember calling a game for quite some time with this much communication, conversations, interesting ends to this point, and even the players that we're watching having conversations, sometimes agreeing, disagreeing, but it's been a lot of fun to watch.
I agree.
Yep. Normal. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Normal. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, guys. Whoa.
Guard's probably as good as anything.
Yeah.
I guess the best shot's that.
Too early.
Too early.
Too early.
Hit that.
Guard. Guard.
Good. Guard. Guard it.
Yeah. You could get that with the out turn if you had to.
Yeah, and I could get it with a double.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Guard.
Where do you want it here?
In front of ours.
Yeah.
It's not that they disagree with the call that Glenn initially talked about, the tap up. They just feel it's too early, and that is a lot to do with the respect that this team has for Brad Jacobs' team and their ability to throw that big weight. Don't want to give a chance by grouping the stones in the house for Jacobs' team to blast everything out, and then they're back to blanking.
Should be good though.
There's a live look over on sheet D, Kathy, now. There you see the house. Mike McEwen facing John Morris. Final stone. Jim Cotter throwing it. He throws the 4 stones for this team. You see the red stone there on the 4-foot belongs to McEwen. Looks like he's trying to come through the hole, play the tap for 1.
He is. On Jimmy's first one, he made a big weight run, but he jammed the stone. And that's that shot stone.
By their yellow one, little rub. Can they hang on for shot? Johnny says yes. So a single. And John Morris leads 5-4 after 7. They're looking to move to 3-0.
Happy hack. Yep. Oh, yep. Happy hack. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard. Whoa.
Key is to roll away. They want to roll into the house off this, open it up, and build up the red stones in the house.
Spin it in. Spin. We had to go thinner.
Ooh. Oh. Tried hard at the end. I don't think so.
Had to be thinner.
Same?
You got through a lighter, eh? Shoot. Wow. That's lit.
I was just playing the straight roll.
Well, that was a straight roll. We had to hit.
Same, maybe more.
I think same. It's wider though.
We talked about Wayne Madon, how fast he throws.
Gonna go over
The poor camera guys, I find at times it's so tough. He's already out of the hack and the stone is
higher
gone.
for sure.
Hey, whoa. Let's go over curl Venling. Whoa, guys. No.
Line's good. Whoa.
Yeah.
No.
Right there. Whoa. Right there.
Good.
I don't want it to.
Okay.
Shot.
Good try, Wayne.
Lovely.
You don't like the
Same thing?
Just peel?
Yeah, I'll try
I'll
and go
just
into
try
that
and roll
again.
it into that one.
same weight.
Or straight peel. I really don't care.
Yeah.
You might be wondering, why does Brad Jacobs continue to peel the stones that are in fact protecting his shot stone? And that's because the ice moves so much, and by leaving these stones there, there's a chance for Glenn Howard to come around those, to tap his sideways. And so if they're able to tick that yellow stone out of the way and roll in.
Watch that, Brad. Well, what do you...
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
Just a little bit more weight than his first one.
Sorry, Brad. Wide?
First one through good.
That's where you're in the first one.
Okay, first one through good.
Right next door over on sheet B, it's Kevin Martin, Kevin Cooey with the yellow stones, and Cooey looks to be lying 2. Final stone coming from Kevin Martin. It'll be a draw, full 4, or better yet, button for a single.
There are no guards on that out-turn side, so he's got a clear path to the
Line's
4
good,
foot.
line's
Still
good.
needs to get there, though.
Line's good.
Well, Glenn makes his way down to play the corner
Line's
freeze.
good.
Where is it, guys?
By the way, later tonight it will be
where's
Glenn
it?
Howard versus Kevin Martin, rematch of the 2009 finals in Edmonton.
So we don't have to move it, we just lock it?
Got to be on the angle.
Okay.
He has the backing, got to finish up here, got to curl a little bit more, and he will. So Kevin Martin does get his single there. It is 4-2. Cooey leads with hammer, up by 2 after 7.
When looking to freeze that stone, it's easier for him now with
Line
Ryan
good.
Front having moved the yellow stone belonging to Team Howard off to the side.
Line's really good. Line's
line.
really good. Yep.
Hard line.
Yep.
Hard line, guys. Go.
Yep.
Go, go, go.
Never stop. Never stop. Go, 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 go.
Attaboy.
Freeze it on, that
That's
is
a great
shot
shot.
stone as well. You bet, Kathy.
Great brushing out of his hand. There's that great brushers, Brent.
Line's really good.
Craig.
Line's really good. Yep.
Hard line.
Yep.
Hard line, guys. Go.
Yep.
Go, go, go.
Never stop.
Go, go,
Never
go.
stop. Go, 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 go.
Attaboy.
Good shot.
What are you doing?
Just tapping on it.
Okay. Tap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kathy, how far, if you're throwing a draw, for example, just to give viewers an idea, how far can good sweeping drag a stone?
Well, they've done studies, and so for the average women's team, it's maybe 4 or 5 feet that they can take the stone further with great brushing. And I think about Val Sweeting's team when I think about great brushing right about now. Men's teams, it can be 8, maybe 9 feet if you have superior sweeping. But when you think about the distance, that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think about how far that can actually bring a stone, it's dramatic.
Back 4. Back 4.
Our updates continue. Jeff Stoughton versus John Epping. Epping the Yellowstones. Jeff Stoughton looking for his first win here at the trials. Playing the run back.
Back 4. Still back.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
And it looked to be he was trying for a couple, picks up 1.
Good.
So Jeff Stoughton, low scoring game, 3-1 after 7. Stoughton leads, looking for win number 1 here in his hometown of Winnipeg.
Does he have this?
You guard it. He's gonna drop.
We're shot, right?
Is that there? For him?
Yeah, but it goes into here.
What does he have to hit?
For sure. Touches it.
What about that over
I
there?
don't think you have any choice.
It'd have to hit here. Has to hit here. Because if it hits here, it just comes into here. But it's
And he could give
He
up
can get
2.
onto that red one pretty easy, can he?
He hits it right into there. He could give up 2.
yeah.
Tough, but
Tough. Yeah. He's drawing. You throw a guard, he's drawing.
I think we got a guard.
Yeah, but you throw the guard,
You
he's
see
drawing.
this
There's
one?
nothing like.
You sure he can't get that, eh? It's for $1 million. We'll take
You can
time.
draw the
Well, you can
button.
see. It touches this, but it goes out. Like it's probably for 2 then.
It's for 2.
He can see like an inch and a
So
half,
enough,
2
that's all he
inches
has
at
to hit.
most. You could draw here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, full 4.
Or you guard.
Full 4.
Like, even if you were, because this is a piece buried, it's hard. Even if it was there, I don't think you can make it.
Right. That might be better, boys, because I think the guard, he's got a shot for a 2. At least we got a force that way. And he's not going to miss the button if I throw the guard.
No, probably not, but.
Should you try and go here?
Sure. If you like it.
Like right there?
Okay. We were there?
Yeah. All we're trying to do is be past that one, right?
So give me some ice.
Yeah. Right.
Right there?
You can't nose it, like with Peel.
Full 4. Full 4 is what they need.
I talked about playing the guard because they are shot,
Right the back
but
of the
their
button.
concern is this stone right here and
Give you a
how
little
much
bit
they're
more?
able to see, because you heard Glenn
close,
say it's
bud.
for $1 million. Well, it's for 2, but that probably would
You don't
feel
want-
like $1 million. If he's able to
you got
come
it.
down and make that double, he probably jams on the red, but it would be for 2. And so they've
wanna split
decided,
the two on here.
thanks to an idea by
No,
Brent
no,
Lang, to
that's
come
close.
in and
Yeah,
draw
that's
to
the
lie
speed.
2.
That's what
We'll
it's
tuck
gonna be.
it behind those 2
We wanna
so that
split
even
the
if Brad
piece, huh?
Jacobs makes
Yeah.
a really
We
good
don't have to.
shot,
We're just top 4.
we're talking 1 here. We're no longer talking 2.
Touch more.
So Glenn Howard here in 7. His final stone without hammer, down by
Back
1.
butt. Line's good. Back butt.
Somebody. Think so. Yep.
Back butt. Line's good.
You really gotta go.
Line's good.
Go,
Line's
Langer.
good.
Hard. Go, Langer.
Go.
Go, go, go. Hard.
Another
Go, 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 go,
massive
go, go,
strike
go, 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 go,
from
go,
Lang
go.
and
Go.
Saville. They'll find that Tim Hortons
Take
button,
that
and they
one
will
down.
lie to.
Definitely moved it a bit.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, dude, you can see it.
Talking about the guards out front, one of the stationary stones was
I thought
moved
I
by
saw a
a
line
foot
right
on the
there.
way by.
I think it was about here.
Trying to place it back as accurately as they can to
Throw
where
it,
it
Glenn.
was.
And that's all part of the sportsmanship,
Yeah.
right,
Rounds
Kathy?
there,
If you just move
absolutely.
it back to where you thought it was and end of story.
That there, you feather it.
Then even if you squeak it, you might.
If you squeak it, yeah.
So watch Brent's foot. There you go.
Couple inches.
Yeah, I mean, it's
touch
not
it
a
or
rock
squeak
that they're
it.
trying to
your
get
plan's
around.
to
It's
squeak it.
just a
It's all
stationary
touch.
stone. You just try to put it back where you think it was.
Time was running without they were replacing that rock.
He can go for it, eh?
Yeah, it's a bit of a free run, yeah.
I think if he hits the left right when he only gets 1.
Unless it sticks it.
How do you stick?
I think it's just there, eh?
So what did they decide on here, Kathy?
Well, they're trying to hit that red stone. The feeling by Team Howard is that he's only going to get 1 out of it, that it might jam on 1. That yellow will go directly onto that red behind there. Brad obviously feels that there's a shot here for 2.
What kind of weight can we expect?
Pretty good.
Final stone here in 7. Brad Jacobs hit the red, and it will just be 1. So a great back and forth game here continues. Howard has hammer, down by 2.
It's so hard to stand up. Should be feels like that.
It's the television event that takes you back to the mob wars of the 1940s in LA. Mob City, a 3-part series from The Walking Dead's Frank Darabont, starts 9 Eastern exclusively on Bravo tomorrow. And I hope those mobsters had faster getaway cars than those 2.
Well, you'd certainly hear them coming.
That's a great look at the Forks in Winnipeg. Beautiful spot, and we're at a beautiful building here, the MTS Center. Tim Hortons, Roar of the Rings. And it was Brad Jacobs, the single in 7. He leads 5-3, but Glenn Howard has the hammer here in 8. In a very fun game to watch if you're a curling fan. A lot of rocks in play, a lot of conversation. And Kathy, when you talk about momentum, it really has been an interesting game.
Fine.
Brad Jacobs takes that 3 and 4. He certainly was in the driver's seat. Glenn answers back and takes that 2. And you really felt that Howard, him and Madal were clicking again. They seem to be back. And now Jacobs up by 2. But you really feel that if Howard can score 2, the momentum is back to him.
No question about it, and I think that Brad Jacobs feels that as well, even though they put that big 3 up on the board. This is not a team, referring to Howard right now, that is going to let that bother them. They're down 2. that's no big deal. There's lots of opportunity, lots of game left, and it's one of those games you're up, but you kind of feel like you're always having that pressure on you, and that's because you're playing somebody as strong as this team.
You got to curl a ton. It's getting better. You got to curl a ton.
Weight's pretty good. Like to a little.
Yep. Keep going. Go. Good boy, Seth.
Clean.
Brad's going to try to keep it very simple this end.
What are we doing? Guard?
Yep.
One
Peel
guard for
those
sure.
guards. You can expect Glenn to perhaps. No, he's going to call. I thought he was trying to call Wayne down, but wasn't looking.
Room right now.
Whoa. Room.
You got to get in there, Wayne.
Got to curl a bunch. He's trying.
Really got to curl.
Come on. Keep going. Yep.
Go.
Yep. You got to go. You got to keep going. Keep going, guys. You got to keep going. Keep going. Good. Boy.
Good patience, Wayne.
I'm good with that.
Straight peel's fine.
E.J. Harden, second for Team Jacobs, throwing the peel once again. There's a look at Scott Howard, son of Glenn, the fifth for the team. He actually competed in the pre-trials with Rob Rumfeld's team. Always great to have family close, and always a great experience, especially even when Glenn had him at the Briar as his fifth and got some ice time and got to play. Also, Scott is a former teammate of John Epping as well, who's here.
Well, and he's a good player. It's not a bring your kid to work kind of situation.
Like you and I, right?
Yeah. This is someone who could absolutely go in if needed, and that has really become one of the biggest differences, I would say, as well. It used to be that, you know, you didn't really give a lot of thought to who your fifth was. Sometimes it was somebody who was asked to be sort of a team manager. They weren't really looked at it with the curling credentials in mind. And more as we find that in group settings like this, Olympic Villages, Briars and Scotties, we've seen horrible sicknesses go through in the last couple of years. And if you need a player to play, you need to know that they can go in and fill some pretty big shoes.
Pretty amazing, though, the opportunity to win a Briar and a World Championship with your son. Of course, they did both in 2012.
Oh, that'd be fabulous.
Like, even if I make it perfect.
Speaking of fifths, it's never bad to have this guy in your back pocket.
No way it's getting there.
I'll tell you what, though, Kathy, it's been so weird seeing him charting stones, bringing the water out. But what a team player, and you couldn't pick a better guy to be your fifth. Obviously, that's Brad Yushu, who's with Kevin Martin here.
That's the sad part. Could go here.
We have chatted about Kevin, and he hurt his back at a spiel in Saskatoon. Kevin was telling me about that. Had to be basically carried off the ice.
I like freeze. Can't leave him
The drive home was awful. He was basically in a crunched up position, ice on his back. He had to take a couple of painkillers just to get home.
Freeze the best scenario.
And thankfully, Pat Simmons was there, the third for Kevin Cooey, who is a chiropractor and did some treatment on him. So what a great backup plan to have a guy who's played well at these trials before and a guy who can throw that fourth stone.
Probably the way, because you didn't sweep that, did you?
We looked at where to put this second stone to try to find a way to generate the two. That would tie them here in 8 and would all of a sudden give them momentum that they feel that they need. They looked at splitting the house, but decided they needed to make a play against shot stone. So trying to freeze down to the shot stone in the 4-foot.
Gotta go hard, guys. Whoa. Yep. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. It's gonna be, you gotta go hard. Go. I just grabbed on him. It's not hideous.
Nope.
Get back. Got picked at the end.
Yeah, looks like it.
That's there forever.
I hit like a
Okay,
little
let's
flat
let's
spot.
talk about this for a sec. I think that's just
We just talked about John Epping, former teammate of Scott Howard. His final stone here in 8 against Jeff Stoughton. He is down by 2, and he's drawing against 2 red stones. The good news is he's got a lot of room to draw to.
He does, but his sweepers have been walking. Oh, there you go. There's always a comforting sign to see somebody cleaning it. And you see the broom goes up, which is also a great sign.
So he'll get the single. John Epping, Scott Bailey, Colin Mitchell, David Mathers out of the Donalda Club in Toronto, scratching away in their game against Stoughton.
Bet.
Okay. It's okay. It's good.
1, 2, 3, 4 red stones in the house, and those belong to Kevin Martin. He is down by 2, facing Kevin Cooley. Battle of Alberta, final stone, and a tough draw here.
Well, he needs 4 foot, and there is a stone right at the top of the 4 foot on the center line. So it is that late finish that they're going to have to be aware of.
And ironic, too, this is the exact sheet of ice where Epping made a draw against him opening night. Same turn to grab that Tim Hortons white. This one's got to slow down. How far can Kevin Martin drag this rock? It's got a little backing.
Ooh,
and they'll have a look.
He may have given up a steal of 2. We'll just wait for the...
Whoa!
It is a steal of 2, Kathy, so what a turn of events there as Cooey, you don't want to say on life support yet, but really on life support. A 3rd loss, as we talked about back in Edmonton. 3 losses at the trials was too many.
Well, I'm trying to tap that stone. It just went, it curled hard and did not get a break when it made contact.
Like that, no? Stick that right there.
Stick this right here?
Stick that right there.
Yeah, or I was thinking nose.
What?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Like if we stick that.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go.
What kind of weight here?
Whatever you like.
Normal?
If that's what you like, sure.
Kathy, it's been a very entertaining game and some great shots made as we look at the thirds.
Well, there's not very much to choose between. They're equal, but this was a big matchup going in. We talked about the struggles. You know, Wayne Madaw, 75% yesterday. What is that? That's not what you expect. This is what you expect from Wayne. Some great support for the Skips on both sides.
Both perfect on the draws. Player comparisons are brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Gotta go, guys.
Hard,
Come on.
guys. Push.
Brad Jacobs lies 2 without hammer here in 8.
Was that draw that in? What's that? Like steal 2?
What's that?
Kevin's?
Yeah, it was
100%. Steal 1 at least?
Yeah, he was hitting half the rock of our back.
Yeah, and like rolling away.
No scoreboard watching here, right, Kathy?
Interesting.
Live look now over on sheet D. Mike McHugh and John Morris. You see, it looks to be, Kathy, 2 red counters. Hard to say who's second
Hard to
shot.
say, isn't it?
So possibly a draw for 3, I believe, is what Mike is playing as he sets up in the hack. It is John Morris leading 5-4 in the 8th end, so a good back-and-forth battle here. And Mike McEwen in the same situation as Cooey, needing to pick up his first win here and avoid going 0-3.
Well, for Mike, I don't know if they've decided clearly in their mind who is the second shot, but you make this one for sure, and then you can always look or measure later. Or if you're not sure, you might be playing just a little rub.
Come on. Perfect.
Beauty.
Good shot. There's the rub.
He was trying. I don't know that he rubbed it enough, though. But they will take a good look at it.
Yeah, 2 for sure. And now they'll have a peek as Jim Cotter also assesses the situation. Timeout being called, yeah, on our sheet, Kathy. Thank you. Looks like they're going to measure on sheet D, so we'll keep you posted.
Air wide. You want to try to run that and stick it?
That?
Just hit that and stick it. Leave it guarding this.
Well, it gives him a pretty easy shot for 2, no?
Well, I guess it's a hack waiter with half a rock. The other thing is some sort of draw.
doesn't even matter.
Go back here.
That might
yeah,
leave
as
him
long
this
as
each.
it doesn't.
Tom
Right
Goldman,
here.
their coach.
What if you put it right here?
Yeah, sure.
Right on the can.
Yeah, I think so.
Right on the button.
Anywhere in here, he's got to lose a shooter, so it's still only for 2, right?
Like if it's
Unless
here,
you like
mean?
this.
Meantime, on sheet D, we know there's 2 for sure for Mike McEwen. Now we're looking.
We draw rates.
Is it 3? It is 3.
Moved it enough.
The crowd will tell you. So 7-5, Mike
Even
McEwen,
if we're
big
back
end,
four.
up 2 now.
Exactly.
After a John Morris will have hammer
We
and
know the
nut.
line.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just full button, right?
What do you think, Schmeeds? Right around there?
Hey, just T-line.
Well, they were
Go right for
concerned
the-
about
Right on the
leaving
pin.
this stone right here for Glenn Howard to be able to run sideways. And very much like last end with Glenn's decision to defend by getting another stone into the 4-foot area, that's what Brad Jacobs is electing to play. Well, there's the times left. Brad's a little bit more anxious about it. He's doing lots of shoulder checking to ensure that he's got enough thinking time. That is quite a bit when you think you've only got 2 ends left. And again, it's thinking time. It's not the throwing time. You're not penalized by playing draws.
Line's good.
So basically, Kathy, in layman's terms, as soon as you let the rock go, it crosses your hog line, the clock stops.
T.
The T line. The T line.
Line's
Okay.
good now.
T-line,
Right
boys.
here, guys.
Right on the button.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 sit.
And it will sit for
Why are you yelling yes?
second shot. Both teams also, by the way, do get 2 timeouts, 90 seconds thinking time.
Glenn now lining up the double that exists because of where that
Close,
stone is
right?
left.
It's got to carry back a little.
I got to hit it on the angle, right?
Yeah, it's perfect. Right on the angle's good.
Yeah.
Right on the
so
angle.
like, Wayne?
Yeah.
Hey, nope. Got to hit it pretty thin, but it's there.
No chance of keeping the shooter, though, obviously,
Quarter?
Kathy. Shooter will
Not
run.
for the kind of weight that they're
Is it
going to
impossible
play,
to
but
get
he
them both
could
out of
lie
the 8-foot
too.
then?
Yeah, it's lined up for, like, if
Okay.
I hit on the angle.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it'll go, it'll go. All right, let's go, Skipper.
Big shot here. Final 1 and 8.
Whoa. Yep. 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 Yep.
A chance to score 2 and tie things up at 5. Make the hit, but he'll miss the back red. And instead of a tie game, a steal of 1 for Brad Jacobs.
Sorry, Ron.
And now the guys from the Sioux
you threw it, you
up
were
by
aggressive.
3
Oh, I
here
told
in
you, I
Winnipeg.
had the rock out. I missed it.
Yeah, you threw it on nothing out of your hands.
You kidding me?
That's the big ticket. We want to be in Sochi in February.
Especially when you're in this venue and you see the Olympic rings everywhere.
To beat Team Canada would just be an amazing thing.
I want to go back and get that gold medal this time and make Canada proud.
If somebody's telling you they're not thinking about it, they're probably lying. I mean, just the reality of it is that it's so huge and it's everybody here, it's their dream.
To have the full support of all of Canada behind you is a feeling like no other.
And we just try not to focus on it too much and get ahead of ourselves.
You dream of having that last shot to win and going to the Olympics and representing Canada at the greatest sporting event in the world.
What a feeling it would be. It was Cheryl Bernard in Vancouver. Heather Nettowin, Val Sweeting would love to represent Canada. They are our feature matchup this afternoon. What a great story Sweeting is out of Alberta so far, undefeated, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on TSN. The men taking center stage this morning in Winnipeg at the MTS Center. A big steal in 8 of 1 for Jacobs. He leads 6-3 now. And an opportunity missed that last end, Kathy, for Glenn Howard. A chance at that double for 2. But they just aren't clicking like they usually are.
No, and you know, in fairness to Glenn, that is not a gimme double. That's not a hit it anywhere on the nose and they both go. It's a very precise one. But when things are going your way, you make those, and when they're not, you sometimes don't. And because of the timing of that point that they gave up, they find themselves with a pretty big uphill battle. Down 3, playing 9.
We just mentioned that promo for the afternoon, Kathy, but I just want a quick thought from you on Val Sweeting and her team.
Really great. This is part of the future of the game that I love to see developing. I really, really like the sweeping. They've got so many great things going on, and I love her demeanor. She's just very calm about their doing her business and doesn't seem to be rattled, which is fantastic to watch.
She does have some Scotty's appearance, skipping Alberta a few years ago.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, not to belittle her experience, but this team that she has here has not competed together at a national championship or something like this. So there is a lot of firsts going on that team. They're first together. The first time they're in something like this, they do not look like a first anything team. They look very, very calm.
You better wait.
Mine's a hair tight.
Really great to watch.
An assist to Amber Holland as well, their fifth, who's certainly a great influence on those young ladies.
Great choice.
Good.
So they'll guard that stone for a while, very much as we saw down this way and we have before. Try to generate the 2, maybe the 3, and find a way to steal coming home.
I know it's early, Kathy, but I love asking you these difficult questions in the morning all the time. We talked about Edmonton, the trials, 2009, 3 losses, too many. What do you think the number will be this time?
You know what? I don't know that 3 will be too many this time around, especially in the men's. The field is so flat. They're so even. They're all so good. We've talked about the 0-2 teams. We look out today. Stoughton is up in his game. McEwen is up in his game. These are not by a lot, but they are up. Those teams easily can get themselves back in and beat the top teams, and 3 may not. But you just don't want to go there and test that.
On the men's side in Edmonton, Kevin Martin, Glenn Howard were 6-1, and of course Jeff Stoughton had that 5-2 record, and we know what happened.
This is taken.
Just over. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, high guard's useless.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good. Right.
We heard them saying a high guard is useless, and by that they mean that because there is so much finish to the ice, you can get at those stones. But for Brad Jacobs, he's not interested at all with Ryan Fry playing a finesse shot to the stone in the house. He's quite comfortable if he has to give up 2. He'll take that last rock advantage and 1 coming home.
We're trying to get 3, sure.
I'm not sure how we're getting 2 yet.
Curls, eh?
Yeah.
That's wider.
It's all there.
Line's
Line
good.
should get there, Sal. It's kind of curling here.
Line's good.
Doesn't need us.
Line's good. Good.
Do you see our deuce yet or no?
Nope.
Like, do you know what we're doing? I don't.
No. What do you want to do, boys? Rolling over?
Clean. Clean, clean, clean.
Toss.
See our deuce here yet? Or
You want to make a move?
are we making the double on our last if he doesn't guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, like where do I make? Can I make the double?
Yeah.
I think you hit the top one, roll way
Like
over.
that? Yeah, I think you got to try and make it and roll way over.
Even if you don't make the double, it goes through the hole.
I just normal.
Well, deciding that it's now on 3rd, 2nd stone. There is still shot stone that belongs to Brad Jacobs in the 4-foot, trying to make a play. The key is to stick around on the shooter, make one of the red go away. If both go, that's awesome.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Roll that red behind ours.
Step behind it. Okay.
Not bad.
Great look here, Kathy, inside the MTS Center. All 4 sheets still in action, and a great crowd for a morning draw.
You bet.
And I know we talked about it, Winnipeg, such a great curling city, knowledgeable fans, and always great to see all the support. Obviously waiting to roar for the likes of Jeff Stoughton, Mike McEwen, the Winnipeg connections here. And so many curling fans in this city. Is the MCA Bonspiel still happening, Kathy?
It is. It is. It's different. It's a different format than it used to be. It's now open, so women's teams or men's teams can play in it. But it still is one of the largest events in the world with hundreds of teams playing in it, which is so foreign to most of the European teams who just don't have that many teams even playing in their country.
And a guy that has played in that Bonspiel and many others, including this pretty big one, Jeff Stoughton facing John Epping. Epping, the yellow stones there you see, but there's not a lot of stones. There's one. It's on a Tim Hortons button. And the man with the hammer, Jeff Stoughton. He's just going to reset there.
And on our feature sheet, you saw the removal of the stone. Brad lies 2.
We talked about this great crowd this morning here at the MTS Center. I don't think we have to say too much. If he makes this shot, you'll know what happened.
Corner freeze out turn?
Can we corner freeze? Probably be 3rd.
Yeah, what's he do though?
This thing's got to finish up though.
Holy smokes.
That is out there. This would be unbelievable.
That was a hit for 3.
And we heard the crowd, and they can't believe it either. So instead of a hit for 3,
like if he ended
a
up,
steal of 1. 3-3 after 9. Wow.
Ideally, the freeze, corner freeze
probably
right
gives us
there.
our dues. Mind you, we're sitting 3rd.
Yeah, but what does he do though?
True.
You want to freeze half a rock right
he
here,
might
right?
just draw over here.
Yeah, he could, yeah. If he
Yeah,
draws here,
into
we're
here.
sort of toast. Or taps at toast.
Yeah, but he's giving you a run like his rocks are going.
Okay.
Is 2 enough?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
2 is enough, you can nose that.
Yeah, we lie a couple and hope
He
it
gets a run
He
at
gets
the
a
slab.
free slash at a half rocker.
Yeah. That's the best scenario.
Let's do it then.
Let's do that then.
That's the best.
It's the same draw I just threw, right?
Where did we throw?
It's
you're
almost
identical. You're right.
Well, it's a different perspective. Is 2 enough? So 2 puts you within 1, and the Howard team very comfortable. We went through the same scenario yesterday with Jeff Stoughton's team against Kevin Martin, and he played that incredible shot that you make only 10% of the time or less for 3 because he did not feel that 2 would be enough.
Skipper.
So Glenn showing some patience to find a way to get the 2.
Line's good. Line's good. Room. Room if anything. Weight only. Weight only.
You in.
Don't lose it.
Line's good. Line's good. Needs a curl.
Again.
Needs a curl.
Can't wait. Can't
Needs
wait.
a curl.
Can't wait. Go.
Okay, at least
go.
get to the nose. At least to the nose. To the nose.
Whoa,
to the nose.
whoa,
to the nose.
whoa,
Little
whoa.
cross. Little cross.
Go.
Okay. That's not bad. That's still there.
Yep.
I like it.
What if we throw a guard?
Does he have anything off this red?
No.
He's got that back for 3, right? That's
Yeah.
the only thing.
No, we got
if
to
you
guard
guard this.
something. And you
Yeah.
clip that for 2?
How much? What's that for?
1.
1, and I
Oh, really?
What about, is into here any good? Might set something up, eh?
might set up just the nose.
Yeah. I think we just guard the 1.
Either that or just pick the top one and give him 2.
Can you, if we guard the 1, can you hammer this for 2?
I think if he's running that, he's got to run it into here, right?
Yeah.
Double for 3?
Well, you can still make it thin on the nose for 3.
Yeah, that's 6. Well, yeah.
Straight guard
I
this?
think that's real hard, Ryan.
Think so?
What?
Yeah, to make this for 2.
What, this?
It's tough.
This one?
So I think we just guard the 1. What do you like, Tom?
Using
Guard
our second timeout
Guard the
right
yellow?
now.
I like it.
Okay, Tommy. I think so too. That's pretty tough. I think that you have to. This is way easier, I think.
Yeah.
And it's for 3. At least that's for just for 2.
Yeah, let's guard the 1.
Okay, how do we get there here?
You can always guard it on this side, right? Because this does nothing for him.
As long as we're guarding it, yeah.
Okay, let's figure out where to put the ice.
No, Tom, there's nothing there for 2.
No, I don't think he can make that for.
No.
We took there for the draw, remember?
No. I think so. We got to make sure, if anything, we're on my side.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go.
Other scores to pass along. You just saw what happened to Jeff Stoughton with that massive miss. So Epping steals 3-3 after 9 there. Kevin Martin has battled back. That is 4-4 in the 9th. Kui with hammer.
That look good.
And Mike McEwen, you heard the roar of the crowd a bit earlier. He is up 7-5 on John Morris. Morris with hammer. And they're after 9.
Well, they had a discussion. They know that that run by Glenn Howard, if he drives that Yellowstone on the 12-foot straight back on an angle, he may be able to get 3. So 2 options. One is that you just pick out the stone. You just remove the stone that's in the 12-foot. That would minimize any scoring possibility by Glenn to 2. They've elected instead to guard the stone that would be run back by Glenn.
Make it good.
They may in fact steal one by doing that, and that would probably be game.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shot, Brad.
We go off here?
You can make it off the in-off, but we're...
Well, I guess it's a tie game if he makes it.
Exactly.
There you go.
It's almost got to curl past that.
There's this much space.
Let's make this one for 3.
Yeah, if you stuck it right into it. If you stuck it, you dead stuck it. It's 3.
Damn close.
I think that's there. What way is it cocked?
You almost have to come to the back side of this one.
Off of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Is that there for 2? If this is there for 2, that might be the shot, though.
I don't think it is. It's lined up perfect.
Right on the nose. If it was anything low.
Well, can you get it out? Because it runs into that. Could you get that 8 out or that 6 out?
No.
Well, then you can't get that one out.
Then you can't get that one out.
Well, the only way to do it would be that way.
Yeah.
But that's, I don't know if that's...
This is not there. More I'm looking at, that's not there.
That's not there?
No.
I think you either got to try and 1/4 of a rock, or
I think
that.
you try that ahead of that shot there. Is
almost impossible.
This one you score
This one?
probably.
Okay.
This is all or nothing here, Kathy.
It is. It really is. Desperate times, desperate measures.
So you looked at the in-off off that red stone by the Tim Hortons Cup on the right. They looked at that briefly.
And you can see that if you happen to hit it correctly, but it's such a steep angle. Your odds of making it are so slight, if it's even there, because of the angle that you'd have to hit.
So catch a piece of your own yellow with a little bit, push it sideways, and hope to knock them both out. That's the situation. Glenn Howard, move the yellow, move the red enough.
Hit it perfect.
Enough for one, but not enough to move them both out. So a single point for Glenn Howard. Jacobs in control, up 2 with hammer coming home.
Good try. Wasn't there.
It's now time for today's secret word. The secret word is broom. Go to finaln.ca and enter this word for your chance to win.
It's no secret that Kevin Kui needs a victory and needs one bad. He's taking on Kevin Martin. You see the Redstones in the house belonging to Martin. Kui has to attempt with his final rock here, Kathy, a delicate tap back of a number of stones to get his single.
Well, and this is the kind of weight that causes the most problems out here. If you're a little bit heavy, it won't curl, and if you're under, it will start to move.
So he's got to go red, yellow, onto the reds, and he does it perfectly for his single. Entertaining game over there, Battle of Alberta. So it's Kui up 5-4 after 9, but Kevin Martin will have the hammer coming home. Meantime, in our feature matchup this morning from Winnipeg, Glenn Howard needing a comeback as well. He picked up the single in 9, trying a very tough double that he admitted likely wasn't even there. He gets the single, and now he must battle back as Brad Jacobs has the lead by 2 and has the hammer here in 10.
Shot. That's as good as we can do, I think.
Yeah.
Still like this?
Whatever you think.
Like this is a guard.
I know. Okay.
With last rock and a 2-point advantage, any rock in play is an advantage to Glenn Howard. The other option, of course, for Brad Jacobs is just to throw it through.
Yep.
As soon as he can, they're going to start to peel, and so any rocks in the house that are yours can actually be to your own detriment.
Shot, Ryan.
Shot. Well, not tons, but.
Freeze that one. Freeze her up.
That's exactly what they're going to do, is use the stone just thrown by Brad.
Kathy, we just saw the update on the sheet next door between Cooey and Kevin Martin. It doesn't get any easier for any of these teams because tonight Howard will take on Martin. Tonight Jacobs will take on Cooey.
Yeah, there's
never gets easy, does it?
No free lunch here.
Except for us after the game.
For us.
Line's close.
Where are we? Real close. Line's good. Whoa.
Rube.
Still there.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's perfect.
Whoa. 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 Needs to curl.
Looks heavy. Looks heavy.
Pass to go. Go.
Oh, no,
Yep.
no, it's
Yes.
perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Perfect, guys. Perfect.
It's frozen to it.
Come on.
Curl enough.
Well, Brent was yelling yes because he could see that it wasn't moving that much and wanted to get
I
it
just don't
by,
wanna
sort
run
of
it.
tucked around. For the sweepers
wanna
on
try it
top,
off
they
the
were
other
trying
one?
to judge for weight.
That's the same thing. I think we just peel.
I don't know. What do you like?
Well, I'm thinking you can straight peel that with the intern, maybe come into it high and bump it out.
You're just jamming in here.
Yeah, I know.
You're just jamming in.
Straight peel then?
Straight peel, Brett.
I don't think you want to get cute at all with the 2-point advantage and last rock. Just make the stones go away.
E.J. Harnden.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Shot.
They are such a tough team to come back against when they have a lead with that hitting ability.
That's
I
very
can't
true.
believe he was going to peel the other one. That would have been tasty.
No.
And obviously
No
all the
real
teams
danger.
out here are good hitters, but it is the Brad Jacobs team that have a reputation for sure as being one of the best.
Easy.
Yeah, I think that's their wing.
Mine's a little low.
That's fine.
Should be
though.
okay.
Just halfway.
Easy.
Make it just
Easy, guys,
halfway.
easy. Line's good.
Yep. Yep.
Line's good.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Doubles there.
What's that?
That doubles there.
Yeah.
That cheer is for Winnipeg's Mike McEwen as it's handshakes with John Morris. 4 stones thrown by Jim Cotter as they get their first victory. So they are on the board and they'll have a little bit of momentum now.
Around it.
And tonight they will
Glenn, this way?
take on John Epic.
Okay.
Right on the T line, even with our other one, right?
Yeah.
John Morris suffering his first loss, so he'll drop to 2-1. And tonight, Morris gets another Winnipeg team, Jeff Stout.
I agree.
Line only right now.
Okay, whoa, room.
Whoa,
Lot of
okay.
room right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
The line's not very good.
Got a curl. Should.
He's pretty good.
Line's
Got a curl.
good.
Got a curl.
Line's
Still
good.
there, partner.
Got to curl a bit. Still there. Yep. Whoa. What's this double? That's all.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
Good shot.
Looking for Ryan Fry to run it straight back.
Runs it back, removes the yellow. Howard lies just the one, touching the 4.
Left the guard out front. That's what Glenn's going to try to utilize to get around.
Quite a bit
less.
Box less.
Like to go. Okay. Rope. Line's pretty good. What we can. What we can.
We can wait.
Oh, it's hanging. It's hanging.
Yeah,
It's hanging.
Okay.
We can.
At the end, you got to get to the tee.
Okay.
Get it to the tee.
It's tee.
It's tee already.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yep. Think straight.
That's good better.
A live look now between Jeff Stoughton and John Epping. You see the Yellowstones by Epping. One right on the button, one right beside it. And Jeff Stoughton has hammer. He has to just make those 2 stones go away, make the double. Doesn't even need to stick around. And he'll score as 1 and pick up his first win here in Winnipeg. Final stone on the way.
Clean it. Good job, Jeff.
Nothing from the brushers yet. And there they go. And there's that crowd roar that Jeff Stoughton so desperately wanted. His first win here in Winnipeg at the trials. And more importantly, he avoids picking up his 3rd loss. He is 1-2. John Epping now 1-2.
Again.
I'll tell you, more than the roar of the crowd, he wanted that win.
Where are we going with our next? You don't want to go back for and hope he misses that double, then he's dead. You can't afford to play the double.
He's probably playing that slash.
Well, the roars and the wins will go hand in hand if they can keep rolling. So both Winnipeg's teams managed to pull out a W this morning.
Let's get it buried in the 4 foot.
Is he throwing more out here?
No,
it's not
really.
any faster,
no.
for sure.
Meantime, in our feature matchup, down to skip stones now. Here is Glenn Howard. Without hammer, down 2.
That's there. That's there, I think.
Good.
Line's good. Line's good.
It's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Be full 8. Gotta be full 8.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Farts goes. Go.
A lot of scrubbing this game from Saville and Lang, the longtime front end of Glenn Howard. They will drag it in. And for now, Howard does lie too.
You really call it a hit. I didn't mind that. It leaves him a hole.
A lot of discussions, a lot of great shots this game, Kathy.
Well, we go back to the 4th end when Brad Jacobs makes a great shot. It's that back 12 kind of weight. We thought it was for 2 for sure, but he makes it for 3. That's been the biggest difference in the game. And in the 8th, Howard misses the double, but it's a tough double. The biggest problem, though, is that it was that steal of 1. Tough road to hoe.
The game story brought to you by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. Brad Jacobs. Beautiful run back. He'll stick the yellow, spill them, and now it's wide open. Howard lying just not even the 1. And a tough shot for him coming up. So this is a critical moment, but let's be honest, Kathy. Brad Jacobs has had the momentum and has controlled this game basically from the get-go.
Well, that big 3 just leaps out on the board. Glenn Howard had to change his tactics for the rest of the game to try to come back. After that, he came back with a really quick deuce, which is great, but just was not able to manufacture more points after that.
Really interesting, too, in chatting with Jacobs at the 5th end break and his discussion with Ryan Fry in that end where Ryan had suggested the run back. They thought they would gamble, go after 3.
So those reinforcing moments that, and again, I talk about the maturity of that back end. When Ryan suggested that, it was clearly what he wanted, and when it was clear that Brad didn't, he did not try to sell his point. Just backed off and let him call what he wanted to, and then tried to help him in any way he could to make that shot.
What we could do, how to move it.
Outturn.
What? And the good news now for Brad Jacobs, just make one of those yellow stones disappear, and he will improve to a very impressive 3-0 so far in Winnipeg. Yellowstone on the way here in 10. A 2-point lead. A big pocket to hit. And just like that, Brad Jacobs and his team from the Sioux 3-0 here in Winnipeg. Glenn Howard takes the loss. He'll drop to 1-2. More from the Roar of the Rings after this.
The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Always fresh, always great tasting coffee. The 2013 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 20 years. By Scotties Facial Tissue, Scotties, the perfect touch. And by World Financial Group, creating a better tomorrow for families today. WFG.
Only one game remains on this Tuesday morning at the MTS Center. It's a battle of Alberta, Kevin Martin, Kevin Cooey, and it's coming down to the wire. As you see, Cooey with a 5-4 lead coming home here in 10. Kevin Martin does have the hammer. There's a look at the house.
Like a hair lass.
Cooey, the Yellowstones, Martin, the Redstones, both skips with 1 stone each left to play. And this is Kevin Cooey settling into the hack, his team from the Glencoe Curling Club.
Yep. Kind of throw what I threw on that draw.
And they're out of Calgary, Alberta.
That's
and this has been a very good game, Kathy.
It has been. And we get to see him often at both the Scotties and the Briar. Proud father watches on. It has been all Cooey this end. Kevin Martin on his first stone made a double to lead Kevin lying 1. He was lying 3. Open things up.
Are you sure?
That's front end Carter Rycroft. Nolan Thiessen on the brush. Pat Simmons calling the line. Get it by the guard.
Hard, nothing. Sit.
A little rub. They will lie 2, but what does Kevin Martin now have?
Well, he's got a shot either way.
There. I have to be close to what I threw on that draw.
Not sure.
Oh, I think this is just.
It's their old mark. You're 9 there.
At the very least, Kevin needs to score 1 to force extras.
Curl any?
2 for the win.
I don't think you're getting enough curl by the guard to make a difference.
So we'll know to throw it hard then?
I think so.
It's either that or the angle raised into the pocket.
Well, here's what I mean. If you throw it this right now, I think you're probably getting your 1 anything on the inside. It's whether this one goes far enough. You think it's there, guys?
Yeah. With the pulley.
Yeah.
Just got to hair the guard. Okay.
Keeping in mind, Kevin is not looking to play for 1. He's trying to find a way to end this now.
It's there, bud. It's there.
Okay.
We got to hit it.
Yep, let's go.
Kevin Martin comes in with a 2-0 record.
A little less.
Kevin Cooey 0-2.
Has to be tight to the guard and he makes it all day.
Well, he needs to throw a lot of weight, and there's no one better in this field that can throw big weight.
There you see a new addition to the team, Dave Nedewin holding the broom. The 3rd for this team. Kevin's numbers, 86% after 9 ends, but all that matters is this rock right now. Final stone here in 10. Make the double, both go away, move it enough. Can he get us 2? You bet he can. What a shot from the old bear.
That's a great shot. There's that great emotion we talk about. These games mean everything to everyone on the ice.
And I'll tell you what, Kathy, if his back is a little bit sore, that's the best medicine right there. A great shot as Kevin Martin improves to 3-0. Moves at Yellowstone just enough. Long-time front end. Ben Hebert, Mark Kennedy celebrating another victory here in Winnipeg. The defending gold medalist from Vancouver, another smile. And he joins Brad Jacobs now at 3-0. There's 5th Olympic gold medalist Brad Gushue. Congratulations. And there is the updated standings. Brad Jacobs 3-0. Kevin Martin 3-0. His former teammate John Morris falls to 2-1. And there you see Kevin Cooey, the lone team yet to win thus far on the men's side. Just a reminder, more action to come here from Winnipeg this afternoon. Vic, Linda, Russ with the call. Heather Nedwin, Scotty's champion, taking on Val Sweeting. Great record to start. She's 3-0, the former Canadian champion against the young up-and-comer. That's today, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on TSN. It's a long week, it's a tough week, and we can't wait to show you every second. On behalf of myself and Kathy Gauthier, thank you for watching Canada's sports leader. It's the 2013 Roar of the Rings in Winnipeg.